Oh, you waited too long, Brett. Uh,
Fire Froom.
on the off room. So last time you were all in Greenest. You uh, picked up some horses. Yarrick was able to sneak back into the city, and he purchased some armor that was made out of Corey's shank and Sinrath's head. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then you rode
Right.
over 6 days to get to Elturel, and you noticed that the whole city was, it was pretty immaculate, and honestly, there was a beautiful, beautiful glowing orb atop it. And one of the knights even told you that it wards undead away, so they can't come into the
The
city.
light of El Torel, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Um, you made it to Antharf Room's Order of the Gauntlet, so that was neat. You went in there, and it was I don't know. It started off kind of interesting, but then it became very informal, and you all started uh, battling it out. He
Mhm.
as training sessions or whatever, um, and had a good time, merry time. Ate a nice feast. He invited you to talk to him, and Leozen was here too, and you all went over future plans. They didn't know very much about the Cult of the Dragon and what's happening with them, so they want you to basically continue to spy on them and determine their movements, but a lot more detailed than that. I'm just giving you the once over. um, what else is there? You all. Oh yeah, they asked you if you wanted to join the Harpers or the Order of the Gauntlet. They're similar in their uh, motives, but they accomplish them through very different means. Um, Kuneli was not interested at all. Uh, Yarick was a little skeptical. He didn't know if they'd accept him, but as it turns out, they were very accepting, and they invited him, and he was thinking about the Order of the Gauntlet just because it's a little bit more open, and they wear like their symbols, like, and he was thinking he wouldn't be persecuted quite as much. Um, at least that's what it sounded like. But then things changed a little bit later, as you'll see. Um, we'll see. But then Frisht was interested in potentially joining the Harpers, but again, didn't accept anything. They made it clear that you did not need to accept their order to join their order. However, they also pointed out that the horses that they gave you and stuff like that are just some of the things that they could do for you if you joined. Um, there was no pay or anything like that, though, for doing so. And then Rin did join the Harpers, and she received a symbol, and was told that she would never regret it. Um, and that was basically it. If you need me to go over and detail more things like the specific organizations and such, I can. You did take some notes also, so that was pretty helpful. And then Yarrick wanted to go to the Nature Temple before his new quest, and the Squire led him there. He, inside the Nature Temple ruins, he set up a ritual and then just said the word please. Waited for a while, cut some blood, and said please again, and what appears to be some sort of a nature spirit appeared in front of him and began to um, rebuke him heavily about everything, which was, you know, what happened. And then Yarrick, the last thing we remember, is that he thrust the sword into the nature spirit, which was a bear, into its throat. Unfortunately, he only rolled a really low number on his roll. So, yeah, that was interesting. So, I thought
It
we'd
was
pick
a
it.
3.
Oh my god.
I thought we'd pick it up from there. Did anybody else need to say anything that I missed?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool beans. So Yarrick, go ahead and describe once more how you.
Okay, so uh, as he begins to rebuke me as the spirit, ranking me for all of my misdeeds and stuff, talking down to me. This right as he says the phrase, "And you are nothing," I reply, "If I am nothing, then this doesn't matter," and I attack, thrusting upwards with the blade of Corinthier, and
Okay.
that is where we are at currently.
Let me go ahead and switch you then to your Corinthier and all your armor and get up for this
Yes.
situation.
Yes.
So you go in for an attack,
Yes.
and you miss.
And I miss.
What actually ends up happening when you go in for that attack is right before your eyes, the nature spirit melts away, and just as your blade strikes, you notice that the squire is standing before you, and she parries your blade out of the way.
Oh man, I was worried.
She looks at you, holding your blade
As I notice
out of the
that
way.
it is her as she parries, I scream in rage. No! Not again!
And she says, "What are
You
you?
lied!
What are you doing, Yark?"
This does not concern you, Squire. And I turn and I spin in circles. Face me! Face me!
Okay. I'm gonna make a roll to determine what she does with the situation. It's gonna be an insight check for her.
I have manic eyes as I spin.
Okay, so she rolled really high. Really,
Oh wow.
luckily. Why don't you roll a deception check? I know you're not trying to deceive her, but well, I guess no, that wouldn't be deception. You're good. You don't need to roll anything. Okay,
Oh, I already threw it.
too late. So she keeps her guard up, but she doesn't attack you.
I move from the center where I'm at and I stalk around the glade, just with manic look in my eyes as I scream out into the night over and over again as loud as I can. Not again! No!
Okay. You get absolutely no response.
I probably do this for quite a while until,
Mm-hmm.
well, we've already been here about an hour, and so I only had about 2 extra hours to even do this before I had to be back to meet the ship.
Okay.
So I spent as long as I can here in this moment, like just absolutely furious
Yeah.
about what has happened and that I had this chance and it was taken from me, that they're playing tricks with me, that it really just cements it in there that all I am is a plaything to them. And once again, I
So
vow.
real quick before
What?
you get too
Yep.
far into that,
Yep.
you make it you know you're storming around for a good 20 minutes or so.
Definitely.
The squire once again approaches you with her guard up and says, "What is the meaning of this? I need to go back and report on what's happened here."
I do not answer right away, and I take a minute. And then I turn to stare at the squire, fury in my eyes, as I hiss out the words to her. Time and time again, we are just their playthings. At every turn, they have betrayed me. At every turn, they have forsaken me, given their glory to others in my presence.
Who has
They
betrayed
let
you?
him.
What are
I
you
raise
talking
my
about?
hands to the heaven and I stare at them. All of them have betrayed me. The Pantheon. They have forsaken me.
Jeez.
She's still somewhat confused by this. She gives you a look like, "What are you talking about?"
I pull my helmet off so that she can actually see my face, because she wasn't there when I showed my true form in the room.
Yeah.
And so I pull my helmet off so she can see my true face and say, "Human, these are things that do not concern you. But since you are here, you must know.
Yeah, I need to
This
get some
world
answers
is
pretty
not my
quickly
own."
is what I need to know.
I drop my helmet on the ground and I stare off into the great wood as we are in this forsaken temple in the forest. And I say, "I have only ever sought to seek their favor, and in my greatest hour of need. And when I was at my lowest, they let him die in front of me. I called out to them, and they were silent. Time and time again, I call out to them. I perform the rites that they offer. And time again, they forsake me." I look at her and I gesture to myself. "I do not even know what I am. I do not even know if this is my true self." And then I shift into another form. "Is this who I am?" And then I shift again. "Is this who I am? Who and what am I? I have sought answers and only received silence."
She sees that
I feel
and
like I should be doing a slow clap.
she no, she looks upon your countenance and she's very confused, I guess is what's going on here. She's like, "I don't know what you are. Are you going to be able to go on your quest tomorrow or not?"
I stare out into the glade one final time. And then I shift back into the Yarick form that was the first one I took.
Like the very first Yark?
The very first Yarick that I ever was, and says, "This is the form I awakened in. Mayhap it be the one I take."
Now I'm trying to figure out which one that was.
It was the he is the taller, more savage-looking one. He looks kind of like a giant butcher with antlers.
Oh, okay, cool. That
Oh,
was the one
man.
I already had. Okay.
So I put this form on as I breathe out heavy breaths,
She's gonna
trying
make a
to bring
religion
myself
check.
back. Ugh.
She didn't roll very high.
Oh, I thought you...
No, she was doing
Sorry.
it.
Ignore that then. Finally something decent. It was a fluke roll.
She's like still at the ready. Like she rolled really high in her insight, otherwise she probably would have like either attacked you or left.
"If you have to leave, leave. Do not wait for me. If I do not make it onto the ship, leave without."
Do you have anything to say for yourself? These are not your places. These are not your halls, and yet you defile them with your rituals, with your religion.
I take a closer look at her. Investigation check to see if I notice anything, if she's actually who she says she is.
Make an insight check.
Man, insight.
Please get a 1. Oh, dang it.
Plus... Where is it? Investigation. Intimidation. Oh, that's a flat roll, so 9.
She appears to be who she says she is, even though she didn't say who she said she was. She just appears to be who you traveled with and everything. I don't know. It doesn't appear to be anything malicious.
Interesting. Alright.
Look, I want to help you understand what faith is, but right now you have a job to do. And it takes a long time to be able to understand what tolerance and suffering and faith are. So if you need to set your gods by the way, then do that. And she looks around as she says that like it was almost something she shouldn't have said. But honestly, you need to decide whether or not you can be of use against the cult of the dragon and the actual danger and suffering that they cause.
I take her words into consideration, but I say nothing.
You need to convince me, otherwise I'm going to tell Anthar that you're not fit for it.
I look at her and tell her, like right in her face as I take 2 steps closer to her, as I tower over her, and I say, "You tell whoever you need to what you want. You do not concern me." And I brush her off as if, like, leave me.
Okay, so as you're approaching her, you only get about this far, and she puts her sword up like she's going to attack you if you get any closer. Do you still say what you said?
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. She is going to slowly pivot around you with her guard up. And then she is going to be facing you as she leaves and goes to her horse.
I do not move as I just watch her leave.
Okay. She then will mount and depart.
Okay.
Okay. You are now alone.
I take this moment to just like honestly like sulk, really, is
Yeah.
what it really comes down to. Like, it's so petty, like, for real. But it's just, I am so, like, who is this person to question me in my, like, she knows nothing about who I am and what I've been through. Yet she speaks to me as if she has all the right to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of just one of those moments where, like, she means nothing to me, and I'm trying to, like, put it out of my head, but it keeps coming back in there, like, well, who is she to talk down to me like that? Like, you know, I just met this girl like this morning.
Yeah.
You know, like, she knows literally nothing about me, you know? And I kind of just get lost in my head for a bit as I kind of like fume and sulk just like in the glade.
Okay. Yeah. So you, how long do you think you're going to be spending thereabouts doing that?
I'd probably spend about another 15 minutes there.
Okay. Yeah.
As I notice the time slipping away, and I don't know how long I've actually been here, I will take a deep sigh and resign myself to attempt to make it to the docks on time.
Okay.
I say to the glade as I go, just like one final, you know, you guys suck, pretty much. Just like an epic middle finger or whatever. I pee in the glade, like right in the middle of a glade, in the middle of that circle I drew.
God.
Just like a big petty pee right in the middle of the glade as I, you know,
Oh my gosh.
I shake my head or whatever and say, never again. And
Wow.
you may forsake me, but I do not forsake my allies.
Okay.
And I leave.
I'm going to roll a D100 to determine what happens as you defile the glade.
100%.
So, actually, why don't you roll it?
Okay.
I want you to get, the goal is to get a higher number on the D100. If you get a lower number, it's not as good. Wow.
22!
Okay.
Oh,
This 100% tracks. Honestly, this 100% tracks.
I am trying to see what I want to do here. I had one for 10 or below, so I'm glad you didn't get that, because I would have just killed you.
Divine wrath.
No, literally, smited. Okay.
Smite. Divine smite. Greater smite.
Okay. You rolled really low, so I'm going to have
Yeah.
you not know what happened to you.
Great.
You didn't even get a warning, or they're not even trying
That's
to teach you a
tracked.
lesson or anything. You're just getting this. So,
They're just like, yeah, you've been enough of an asshole. You deserve this.
so you do feel. Go ahead and make one religion check to see
Oh, jeez.
if you feel anything.
Let's go. 14.
Okay, you do feel it at
Finally
least.
something decent.
Yeah. So you know, you feel a small tingling of warmth in your fingertips and in your heart. You do realize that the nature spirit seems to, I don't even know how to put it, dislike you immensely.
Straight up, dude, you're a hardcore blasphemer. Get out of my glade.
You are walking outside the glade, and you go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Right, Arcana, dude. I think I have -2 Arcana. Oh, great. Yeah, I got a -1 to Arcana.
Cool. You don't know. Nothing happened. You're fine. We'll go ahead and have your friends roll when you see them. All right.
Perfect.
You are making it back to town. It is still dark outside. It is early morning when you get to here.
Am I supposed to be on a different map?
No.
Okay, I'm making it back to the castle.
Yeah, I assume so.
Okay.
Unless you're not doing that.
I'm trying to make it straight to the docks because they told us where the meetup was at the
It's
ship.
still too
so
early
I'm
for the
still-
docks. You made good time.
Oh no! I said I want to go there if I can. If I can beat them there, I'm gonna go there and just stay there and wait for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
that's
go to
my
the
plan.
docks.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and make you go to the docks, which are over here. Let's go ahead and raise the water so it looks somewhat normal. Whoop, not that high. Can you do it any lower? Okay, cool. So you're at the docks early in the morning.
Yeah.
Was anybody else gonna do anything that night, or were you all basically just gonna turn in the barracks and try to get as much sleep as possible? I know Kuneli's reading a book right now about dragons.
Yes, that's right.
I was just gonna sleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
Same.
Okay. Okay. Um. Let's roll a d4 to see who approaches you. All right. In that case, you can do it. So, early in the morning, and I'll go ahead and turn on the lights, even though it's not really this bright even. And I will switch the sounds.
Oof, foggy.
Early in the morning. I don't know what you're doing, but Ontharfroom approaches you.
Pretty much just sitting on a crate next to like where the ship is supposed to be that we're getting on. Like I'm just like 100% like just chilling.
Did you
Like-
ask somebody where the boat was supposed to be, or how did?
Well, they told us last night before we left where the meetup was for the boat.
They told you that you were going to a specific location from the ferry. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
so I'm just kind of at the docks waiting for everyone else to show up. I'm like not on or near the right ship. I'm just like at the docks,
Okay, you're just at the
waiting
dock.
for everyone else to show up so that we can all go to the destination.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Got some crates here. So you're basically just at the docks, sitting on the crate.
Yup.
Anthar approaches you and says, "My squire talked to me."
Like I like side eye, like acknowledge his presence there. But like, yeah, what'd she say?
She says that she doesn't know if you're ready to go on this trip.
I look at him and be like, I met you yesterday. I met your squire yesterday. I have been fighting these cultists for months. They've killed my friends. They nearly killed me. What gives you the right to say I'm not ready to kill for what I believe in?
He gives a pause. He then shifts his hands on his axe. And he said, I didn't say that.
I don't speak. I wait for him to like actually say something to me. Sorry.
Is your kid okay? Outside game.
Oh yeah, he's just fussy. I
Okay.
say it's ready for him to go to bed, and I dropped his passy underneath him.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why he's
Unforgivable.
yelling. I say that's why he's yelling at me.
So he says,
So we're
I
good.
didn't say that. And then after another pause, he says, are you ready?
At this time, I actually turn to face him
Mm-hmm.
and look him right in his face and say, "Never been more ready." Yeah, like I said, and I just stare at him.
Okay. Are you telling the truth?
Yes, 100%.
'Kay.
Like I said, after the
That's
botched
not what he
whatever
said.
last
It's what
night.
I'm asking. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, after the botched assassination of a deity, I'm ready to go.
Roll a perception. Persuasion check.
Okay, and I have to go put him down. Ooh. Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah. Plus charisma, persuasion. My persuasion is actually pretty high. I got a +3 to that, so that makes that an 11.
Okay. He kind of gives you a brief side eye look, like, but then he nods
You can go to sleep, but I think he needs a little bit more. Come check in 3 minutes.
and he.
I just keep sitting on my box until my friends arrive.
Okay.
That's what I do.
He then walks away. Perfect. Ever the unaware of social norms.
100%.
And he returns to the Order of the Gauntlet. It is early in the morning, gang, so all of you wake up in the barracks. I'll go ahead and drag you to the barracks real quick so that you're over there, okay?
Sweet.
Actually, no, they gave you a private room. Let's say that. We'll go ahead and open up one of these down here. Okay, again, you didn't want to do anything at night?
Correct.
I was probably just trying to find a good place to have put my
First, you're in this room.
It's like it's a metal, right? It's like a little my symbol of the order.
No, it's a piece of cloth.
A piece of okay, yeah. Because I know we're gonna go and be like going into like enemy territory, so I try to find like a good place to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe just sew like a secret thing into one of my pouches or something that I can put it into.
Okay. Did you want to work on that tonight?
Yeah.
And Rin, did you ever take up like tailoring tools or anything like that?
I don't think so. I probably just asked somebody if they had like a needle and thread. I feel like she'd be pretty good at it though, because traveling by herself, she's had to like mend her own clothes and stuff, and she's like good at whittling wood. So I feel like she would do a pretty decent job at it.
Leosin actually assists you and sews it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, and the inside of your bag is where you wanted it.
Yeah.
Cool. So he finishes up. He does a pretty good job, and he just smiles at you and pats you on the shoulder.
Sweet.
See you
Aw.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Leosin.
Okay, cool.
Also, can I just say that it's kind of funny that the fake Leosin also wanted me to join his order? I don't know if anyone else remembers that, but
Oh,
You could have come to him. I already a harper. I already joined.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
Kuneli's like already asleep, basically.
Yeah, I'm like curled up against Felix with my book. We're just snuggling. We're snugglers.
Okay, so okay, that's pretty funny. Let's do this interaction. So Felix is on the bed with you. You're snuggling. It's
Yeah.
pretty cute. Rin, you're all done with everything. You've joined the Harpers. I'm gonna turn off the freaking boat thing because that makes no sense. You've joined the Harpers. It's all great and groovy. You turn around and notice that Felix is taking up like the entire bed.
oh.
But I'm
Um,
super cute.
Oh
So-
gosh.
Keep that in mind.
If you want to roll a
I-
persuasion check, you can, but
I am definitely
Mm.
like Rin. One side of Rin is like she's new to the group, and she probably gets comfort cuddling with her Drake, and they're really cute together. But I don't want to sleep on the floor. So what Rin ends up doing is the adorableness of the picture wins out, and she steals a pillow and a blanket from because the Drake does not need a blanket or a pillow, so she takes the pillow and a
Right.
blanket from off the bed and makes like
drags
Felix
it
is
from
like
the room.
on one and on the blanket, and I have to like pull it pretty hard and like flops over, but like
Oh my god.
yeah.
Do you snuggle up to Felix or no?
No. I mean, well, actually, hold up. They're pretty small, right? Like Felix is the size of a dog.
We're
Yeah, but
both
he's
small
like
creatures.
what you see right now is where they are. This is what's happening.
Okay. I like sit on the edge and like try to lay sideways like across the bed, and I'm like, no, no, and so and then I sit on the ground, but I want to say and lean up against the bed with like the pillow and the blanket, but I want to say in the middle of the night that a sleepwalking Rin is uncomfortable, and she like crawls on top of the bed, and then just by the morning it's just like a haphazard pile of like people and creatures
love
on the
it.
bed.
We're like puppies.
Yep, there we go, perfect.
I love
There.
it.
Okay.
Aww.
Wow. Wow. I don't think there was anything else I needed for tonight. I'm trying to remember.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys in
Frished.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Frished. On the other hand, make
Yeah.
it into your room. Yarick never really shows up, but go ahead and say whatever you were going to.
I wasn't planning on saying anything when I get into the room.
No, they're just like, did you want to do anything at all?
Oh, not really.
That's boring.
I kind of.
What do you do? It doesn't have to be anything. You can be like, I get in the bed and get comfortable.
So I do notice that Yark never comes back.
Yeah, so do you just get in the bed, I assume, if you're not doing anything, and then just like lay down and go, cool, I'm asleep, or
Well, I probably would have been asking around. Actually, when Yark doesn't come back, I would probably ask around to see,
okay,
like, if anyone's seen him.
okay,
Or
yeah.
did I know that he was gonna leave somewhere?
You knew he was leaving,
Yeah, I
but
told
he was
everyone
supposed
that I
to be
was going to the
back.
Glade.
But he was supposed to be
Yeah.
back at some point.
Okay. Yes, I'd probably
Okay.
look around and ask a bit when
It
the
does
time
take
comes,
a
he should be back.
Yeah, you basically what ends up happening, I guess, for lack of so you I assume you go to bed. Like, is that what you
Yeah.
did? Okay. In this bed
Yes.
here? Okay, cool.
Sure.
Okay, so you're asleep. It's the middle of the night. You wake up.
I'm reading.
Yarrick should have been here by now. He's not.
Check my watch. Where is that young whippersnapper?
Your watch. You don't have a
Your
watch, you realize.
sundial.
You realize
don't
you're
have a
having a
watch.
dream about alternate dimensions where watches exist.
So yeah. So okay, so are you saying that now we're so basically it's morning now or
No, it's like middle of the night
night?
sort of deal.
Okay.
You kind of get the idea that Yarrick should have been. Your internal clock is better. People,
Yeah.
yeah, I just assumed that they had good internal clocks. So
That's very good. Because I lived out in the ocean. I'm stuck. Can't get out. There we go.
And you phased out of existence.
okay, you make it outside the room.
Do I see anyone out here?
No, it's
Is
pretty
everyone
quiet.
asleep? Okay. So then I'll just be like do 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 do.
This guy's not here.
Okay. I'll check. I guess. Now I'll go to the top and like where I can get a good vantage point and do a little lookout thingamajig. So I kind of like roam like the edges of the castle thing and just like
All right, let me go
look
ahead
out and
make
see
it
if I see
nighttime.
him.
All right.
If I see anyone else around.
You look around. The city's quiet at night. There are you hear some noises from up in the guard tower, but other than that, no, nothing.
Okay.
You know, we went on a trip to a nature altar.
Yeah. But I don't know exactly where it is, do I?
No, you just know it's a few miles away.
And I worry for a bit, but decide that there's not much I can do and go back.
Okay.
That's not the door, Brett. There we go.
Gotta ask to open the door.
I didn't need to ask to leave. Thank you.
And
Yeah,
you just
that's
leave it open, I guess.
Yep. Dang it.
It's a breeze.
Dang.
Okay. Cool. It is now the morning. Yark still isn't here.
Yark.
Girls, you wake up in a pile and realize that he said Yark and yelled it.
Yes. Oh, there we go.
You know, the more you stop moving, the more I can move you.
I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah, you're short. Okay.
I think I'm asked to close the door too.
Like on knockdown. That's
wait, wait, wait.
hilarious.
Felix's belly up.
Yeah, that's so funny. Okay.
Okay. There's some breakfast on the table. There
I
actually doesn't
sit
appear to be very
down.
many people. You heard a commotion a little bit earlier, and you think that might have been people trying to eat in the morning.
I sit down and
Leosin and Antha are speaking to each other from across the table. When you come out,
like how presumptuous.
they look at your little group and they're like, I take it Yorick never came that night.
Yes, I worry about him. I'm sure he's fine, but still, I worry about what he gets up to by himself.
Okay. All right. Goes and looks at the table and he says, "Did you take any more time to sleep on our offers?"
Yes, quite literally.
Ha 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 ha.
No one laughs.
Jeez, okay. Who said it was supposed to be a joke? Maybe he's being serious. Chris doesn't joke.
Anthar raises an eyebrow. And?
Your dad didn't miss.
I'm gonna roll. If I roll like 5 or lower, then no, but anything above that. Okay, yes.
But which one?
Oh yeah, duh. I already.
Both of
rolled
them! No,
one.
just
I was
kidding.
gonna I want a symbol from each and the benefits of each. Can do the
Working
work of
hard for
neither.
the money.
Yes, I would like to, Leosin,
He
join
turns.
the Harpers, if you would. I think it would be good for me.
Are you sure?
I believe I could help as well. Yes. I put a great deal of thought into it.
And sleep, apparently.
All right.
Shut up.
He slams
say it
a metal medallion with a Harper's symbol on the table for you.
Oh, I get a metal one?
He kind of
That
gives
your
you a
knife?
smile, like a secretive like grin on one of the sides of his mouth, like.
Favoritism.
Hey.
I'm an elite member. Oh, I guess, yeah, I guess did Jenna see that?
Oh
Or did
yeah,
he, like...
she didn't see the smile
okay.
part.
Full slight. Sees you hand the metal symbol and everything.
Kind of like cock my head
He
at him, like
he
a little confused, but
when she looked
I take it.
confused, he laughs for a second, like, we don't have very many symbols left. And then he frowns at his oatmeal after he says that.
Oh.
so I guess
Woof.
I got the good one and Jenna got the battle.
What do you,
I
do
mean,
you
I
say
find
that,
it
or what do you say?
Um,
I
well,
don't
does
even
it-
care.
does it look
like-
does it look nice at least?
They both look okay. You both look at your symbols.
Yeah, I do.
Jenna,
Mine's in my pouch, and so I'm fine with it because it's easier to hide.
yeah, I'm gonna have you both roll a perception check.
Okay.
They're both covered in
2.
blood.
Frisch, clearly you
Whoa.
got the better symbol, and you feel bad,
Oh,
or you don't feel bad. I don't know, but you clearly got the more awesome symbol. Okay.
wait, even with the 2, I got that.
I'm telling you what you think.
Oh,
She hates you. You think everyone hates you.
Jenna,
Mhm.
you recognize. Go ahead and I don't even know what this would be. I need to make you.
I had a +2 to my 15. so-
Yeah, and you need to make another
helps.
check. Unfortunately,
Okay.
trying to imagine what it would be.
Oh wait, I got a +4, so I got 6.
Oh, that doesn't matter. Um,
Dang it.
Man, my computer's so fast. Look how fast my dice is spinning. Oh my goodness.
uh-huh. Just roll and I'll see if I need to add a modifier.
Ah!
No.
Okay, you don't know. I don't need to worry about it.
I don't know. All right. Sounds good.
Kuneli, are you? No, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, you know.
So, Rin, you don't know. You actually look at Frisch and you think, huh, that might be worth a lot of money. And it's kind of funny, not that you actually want to sell it or anything, though. So, that's the funny thing. It's like, who cares?
Mhm.
But then, with your perception check, you do realize, however, that this cloth, it smells like something. It smells like someone, like,
Oh,
and not Leosin, maybe somebody who wore it for a while. And a closer inspection on the borders reveals that it's been torn or cut away from possibly something larger at one point, and you make the assumption that somebody might have used to own this and unfortunately does not anymore.
snap.
Oh,
Oh, not.
Heavy.
so sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
And
I
then we
kind of,
all
as I
cried.
as I realize that, I kind of think like, well, hopefully this won't get torn off my body as well too. But
I'm hoping people tear my clothes off.
well, I mean, like, I'm assuming it was torn off of a dead person, like they died and they took it off. So I'm hoping that that's not the case that happens to me.
Okay, and
But,
we're kind of retconning. I mean, this is when Leosin's like way back when he was sewing the patch onto your pouch and you're like holding your pouch for him and stuff like that. This is
Yeah.
back
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Like you're not expecting it now, so.
And I probably thought it back then, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess I probably seeing Brett get the middle one. I think I at first I'm like, oh well, that's not fair. Like he gets
Mhm.
metal, and I just got like a cloth.
Yeah.
But then the what's the word, the better thinker in my brain, I can't think of the word for it, but is like, hey, well, like the patch is like I have it hidden in my bag. It's a lot lighter. It will be easier to hide and like or remove, you know. So it'll be like, yeah. So then I kind of like talk to myself, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, it's fine. But that does look
Yeah.
like it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
the word you're looking for, Jenna, was gooder thinker.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
sorry, my
picturing
mistake.
what does the Jiminy Cricket in your head look like, Red? What does your conscience look like when you talk to yourself?
It's a Jiminy orc.
I feel
It's just a
like
little
that-
tiny orc.
It's just a frog, man.
A frog.
Like a toe
Frog.
made on stone.
Hermit.
Oh my gosh. That's great. So you all ate breakfast, I assume?
Yes. Does
Okay.
my symbol have like a pin on it? Am I supposed to like pin it to my clothes or something?
No, it's a medallion and it's on a small silver chain.
Okay.
The Onthar man, and the chain looks newer than the medallion, by the way. The Onthar man, he leaves and
General
excuses
Vroom Vroom.
himself at some point, and we can make jokes about Onthar from after the campaign. Thank you very much.
Hey, dude, that's General Vroom Vroom.
he leaves. Leozin's still there. Eventually, Onthar comes back right when you're about to finish your breakfast, unless one of you is really quick or whatever. It doesn't matter that much.
I don't
And
eat very much.
he pulls himself up to the table and he said, I spoke with Yark. Yark, he seems quite troubled after last night. My squire told me that he was raving like a lunatic and even attacked her at one point. He doesn't seem to be in his head, but both of us agree that he is still fit for this quest, and Yark expresses great desire to still adventure on it. I'm going to leave it up to you whether he is capable or not. However, I believe he could go. Leozin looks very concerned at this point, but doesn't say anything. Again, Antharfrum continues, and he says, it's up to you though, whether or not you feel safe traveling with him. I could try to find another soldier. And he kind of looks like he kind of is thinking about it. Like, I think I might have somebody in mind, but at the same time, I don't actually think I have anybody that could work. You know, he kind of like, unfortunately, he's like, dang it, that probably wouldn't be a good idea. And then he starts again. But honestly, please, if you do believe that Yarrick will still be very valuable in our fight against the cult of the dragon and all the dangers that they promise, please encourage him. We need all the help we can get.
Wake up, I say.
Oh.
I was gonna say he's a Yark is a very troubled individual, but I will not give up on him. I will help
I
him.
shake.
He nods and says Leosin. What do you say, Ren?
I nod my head and say yes. So at times he may seem a little unstable. He is one of the most quick-witted and dedicated men that I know. So I believe he will be able to fulfill his duty with rest.
Leosin chirps up and says, "So then something must have really been troubling him last night then. Do any of you know what it might have been?"
He's been having some problems with his faith. I know in his deities, one of our companions died in battle, and he was there with him, and he feels very forsaken. Um, and he renounced them all too. So I think he's just stuck between a stone and a hard place, you know.
How well do any of you know Yorick?
At this point,
What'd you say,
decently,
Julianne?
I don't know him at all.
There you go. Couldn't hear you.
At
Sorry.
this point, I feel I know a lot of things about him that many don't. However, I still feel there is much to learn about him, as there is anyone.
Same.
Well, again, just keep an eye on him. I'm gonna see what this guy does. Above 3.
And
he
is
does
it if you don't
something.
make friends?
Okay, he's doing this. Okay, so I'll accompany you to the dock. Leosin, he just turns to you. I'm gonna stay here. Anthar knows the way anyway. I'll see you soon. He smiles like it's not gonna be soon.
I go up to Leosin and pat him on the shoulder.
He embraces you.
Well,
Aww.
okay.
Oh,
It's a very manly hug.
Well,
moments.
And he leans into your ear and says, "Stay strong out there. Thank you for joining, and you won't regret it either. Please, be safe."
And you watch over yourself.
I will.
My friend. Brr.
Heavy
I
stuff.
mean,
Pretty cool.
And then I burp.
Nope.
He just smiles and laughs at it. Okay. And he actually walks past Rin and once more pats her on the shoulder and says, "And I'll see you soon too." And then he keeps walking up the stairs here.
I nod my head.
Okay. Anthar begins to lead the way back to the dock. Or to the dock, because you've never been there before. I guess we should walk out the
Alright.
door. That's what doors are for. Okay.
Yeah.
But do
what
we really
doors are
have
for.
to?
Yeah, it feels symbolic, like you're leaving on an adventure or something. I don't know.
Doors open. Adventure.
Love is an open door.
I don't think that I've seen Yark in this form.
You haven't.
Okay.
And you guys need to
I
leave.
was like-
Gotta walk out the door. And Yark, you begin to see your friends approach with Antharf room.
I put out the cigar that I am smoking as they approach, and I stand.
He's happy to see us, but not Anthar's room because he's bald and fat.
The only reason Anthar was able to see was able to know who Yark was is because his squire said what he looked like. So it's not like he just knew. So, but it's pretty easy to describe him. Rin, are you coming?
Yeah, I'm coming. Sorry.
Okay.
Oops. I learned a
there you
new
are.
trick. Teleportation.
How do you do it? Oh yeah, pull.
Yep.
This guy has your horses, by the way, too.
Nice.
Righteous.
So he.
I ask where Yark is. Is Yark coming?
Anthar looks up at you, and he moves his whole hand, and he doesn't bow, but he kind of leans over slightly, and he gestures to Yark and says, "This is he."
I give Kuneli a wink.
A wig?
A wink.
Oh, a wink. I was like, you just have a wig on hand?
Oh, do I? You
That
get a
would be the
disguise. You get a
best.
disguise.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I just like, I'm like, alright, and I wink back. That's fine, this is normal. I did
as Kuneli
see a
winks at me and
shapeshift
says, "Are you trying to
before,
flirt with
so
me?"
maybe. You're a little big though. Or like my men small.
Wow.
I shapeshifted to a goblin.
No!
Oh my god.
And furry.
Okay. Are you serious?
Yeah, okay.
I was like, oh wait, do I have to
Okay,
do that?
good.
Yeah, switch me to the Nibbles mini.
You got it, boss.
I took that feat for a reason.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
Oh.
Arthur is gonna say yes, he's a shape changer. Like obviously, Cunelli probably knew that or whatever.
Yeah, I saw him shapeshift before. I just had never seen that form, so I was like, where he be at? And then once he winked at me and I was like, oh, okay, cool. There he is. Now I know a new form.
Yeah.
Anthar is gonna approach Yarek again.
Don't you mean Nibbles?
Yarek, and he's gonna say, "Your friends think that you're capable of going on this journey as well, so they seem to have more faith in you."
I turn and look at Anthar and be like, well, they happen to know me a lot longer than you have.
Oh, gosh, what a punk.
He smiles, actually, and he says, I'm sorry, allow me to finish my sentence. They seem to have more faith in you than you yourself."
Oh.
Without even missing a beat before he ends it or whatever, Yark's like, probably.
You don't have to accept my offer, Yarek, but I want to ask you one last time. Have you ever... Actually, let me ask this. Have you ever been part of organized religion before?
I look at him and be like, what's religion?
He he kind of like laughs. He chuckles and he's like,
I got like a dead stone look on my face, like utter questioning,
"Ugh.
like what's religion?
This is probably a bad idea, but I can promise you that if you join the Order of the Gauntlet, you will feel that you belong somewhere, and that you will also begin to find answers to your questions. You'll feel like you're serving a god, and that they understand you. Yes,
As you
it's
say
hard
the
at
word.
times. It is very hard at times to understand them back." He's talking.
As he says the
He's
word
talking over
God-
you at this point.
No, I say he doesn't say anything. As he says the word God, Yark's eyes begin to like really like narrow,
Yeah, yeah,
like kind of like that hard squint. Like you saying what?
yeah. And he says, "You can sorry, you can join my order, our order, and be part of the Order of the Gauntlet, where we serve valor. That is our religion." And he kind of looks up at you expectingly, like, "Join me or don't." But There it is again.
Join me or die. This is it.
Yark is going to, at this moment, as he's like contemplating or whatever, like even just like the mention of gods or whatever kind of sets him off a bit, or whatever. So he's just like, perhaps I will make my own way. Perhaps not.
Mm-hmm.
Only the river of time will tell.
Suit yourself. And he begins to leave. Good luck, friends.
You gotta
Both
meet it.
was gonna
And he
show
like
here?
slaps Kuneli and then walks on.
What?
Slaps?
A friendly
Like
slap.
across
Slaps.
the face?
Friendly
He's a
slap.
flasher!
Friendly slap.
Oh, okay. I was like across the face or something.
This guy gives you each 50 gold pieces,
Wow.
and you are allowed to board the boat. The
We get
ferry.
50 gold pieces total or each?
I just said you each get 50 gold pieces.
Oh, I only heard you get 50 gold pieces, so I was just clarifying. My bad.
Okay. Did you guys want to have any interactions?
I'm rich. I'm ready to go. I'm kind of like hopping on my feet because I'm a rabbit and I'm like
Boing,
excited, so I'm like literally like kind of bouncing a little bit.
That's cute.
I am adorable. Deal with it.
I'm adorable. Sorry.
Worship
Um,
me.
I walk up to Yark and slap him on the shoulder and say, "It's good to see you. Glad you came back alive."
I give Yark a look like, you good, man? Without saying anything.
He clocks Frisch's look or whatever and kind of just like deadpan stares back at him or whatever and gives like a slight nod, like just a, yeah, let's move on past this kind of a thing. Like, I don't want to get into it kind of a nod.
Yeah.
And as he turns to walk towards the ship, he's going to like seamlessly change and grow into his armor with Sinrat's head on it.
Okay.
Like I said, it's like a seamless, like as he's looking at them, he's going to turn, and by the time he turns around, that he looks like he's in his armor.
Was anybody else going to be doing anything?
Nah.
After I said hi to him, I just walk over to my horse and like make sure it's all ready and stuff for the trip. Also, question: you said that when we saw Yark, we'd have to roll to see if we noticed something.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, or is that not yet?
Yeah. Why don't you all go ahead and make an Arcana check?
All of us?
Yep.
Or just Jenna? Okay.
What is my arc?
Let's see. Arcana -1. Goody goody.
18.
7.
Right into the water.
Right into the wall.
Oh my
12.
gosh. Okay.
Into the drink.
Okay. Onthar did not seem phased. Perhaps he already knew. And Jenna, you notice there's something different about Yark. I'll go ahead and pull you into private Discord.
Okay.
Are you there? Are you there? Uh-oh. Can you hear me? I'm going to drag you back and drag you again, see if it works. Are you there?
Hello?
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, that was weird. I could hear you just fine. That was really weird.
Yeah. Okay, so you don't need to share anything, obviously. This is just Ren knows this. Yark has been cursed.
Oh, snap.
He doesn't know himself. It doesn't appear. In fact, the only person that might know is Onthar.
Okay.
Who's already gone.
Yeah.
But as you got closer to Yarrick, you could tell. There's something interesting happening.
Okay. Can I like tell what kind of curse it is, or it's just
Unfortunately, no, but there is something going on, and it's not a small curse.
okay? Okay.
Okay.
Snap. All
So
right.
so you know that yeah, whether it means that it made him crazy at the ruins, his curse did, or he got it for being crazy at the ruins, something is up.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Interesting. All right.
okay.
And it's just like the aura about him that I like notice, or just like the magic,
The magic, yeah, the
the
magical
magic.
aura. There's something going on with his. He's just got some signs of being cursed, like fingers and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Snap. All right.
In fact, it's so discreet that you don't even think you could explain it to your friends, and even if you point it directly out at to them, you don't know if they'd be able to understand
Okay.
that or
Okay.
believe you even. I mean, they believe you,
Yeah.
but you know. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay.
All right. There you go.
Sweet. Thanks.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you guys, Yarick's pregnant.
I
I
knew
knew
it.
it.
Yes. Perfect.
Are you sure he's not Gregnant?
Pregnant.
Oh my
Pregnant.
goodness.
Pregante.
This is what I get for not wearing protection while consorting with gods.
Oh
Oh
man.
god.
Nice. Okay.
He woke up as soon as I sat down on the couch.
Sorry, what would you guys say?
Yeah.
No, I don't think anything. I think we're just like ready to go now.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. So, you all load up onto the boat. I assume that's the way you wanted to go, right? I mean, yeah, okay. So you all get on the boat, and the horses don't like it, just as the Ocean said.
Yeah.
They are very upset about leaving and stuff like that on a boat, but they are making their way.
Downtown.
And you guys, uh, you're not always next to the trail while on this boat, so you don't actually see any wagons really at all. There's like a small one, but you find that it couldn't possibly be from the Cult of the Dragon. And you make your way
Oh.
into Baldur's Gate.
Official, we've made it.
Nobody can hear you, Julianne, as I...
That's okay.
She went...
It was way too high pitched for that to be able to be heard.
Are you ready?
I was just like, oh my, but super high pitched.
The campaign tab.
It's official. It's happening.
Uh-uh.
It's happening now.
Yeah, stuff gets
Baldur's
real.
Gate is a mega metropolis.
Oh yeah.
Atrocity?
No.
Metroid City.
With that, I'm going to go ahead and post something from my other group. You make Baldur's Gate in good time, and you notice that you have got 9 days before the cult should show up here.
Oh wow.
I say should, because you don't know for sure. But you all definitely took your did not you all paced yourself. You could have probably made it quicker time, but maybe not. Either way, though, definitely very quick. So I will go ahead and post something else. Actually, first, before I forget, it's very important. Can you each please, for me, roll a d12? This is a very important roll. It's going to determine future events for this campaign.
Ooh, okay. No
So,
pressure.
just wanted to say
7.
that.
Good.
8. You guys better be 9 and 10. I'll be very upset.
Mm.
2.
Aww.
4. Oh, someone roll a 6, so we get 2, 4, 6, 8.
No, y'all already rolled. Okay.
Oh, dang
Am I the only one that rolled an odd number?
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
You're dead.
I'm
You're the
not
only one who
even
dies.
surprised.
Or maybe
Just-
he's the only one. Maybe he's the
Wow.
only one that lives.
Yeah.
Alright.
Great. That's the last thing I need. For my entire original party to die on me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and we're gonna do them in the order that they were rolled. Was the other thing I was gonna say. You're all very eager to roll those, so that's great. So 7, 8, 2, and 4.
Yep.
This lemon has 3 seeds
I'm a little bit
in it.
scared.
That's an odd number.
Screwed.
I'm so curious to see what these. Where was the first one gonna be?
Mm.
Oh, how funny! I'm just kidding. Okay, sorry.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay, I actually need to just have a moment.
Okay.
A moment, huh?
So on my Instagram, I posted a reel of a bunch of these like mushroom men that were just like painted terribly by Lauren's kids.
Oh,
yeah.
we saw that. I saw
Yeah,
those pictures.
it has gotten the most reviews of all of my reels. It's not even something
I
I
gotta check this out.
painted. It's just
gotta check
stupid.
Okay.
Like I
Yeah,
got
you-
like 8 followers from it. And I'm like, are you
Oh
kidding
my
me?
gosh.
You can
I never
never
paint
imagine
them.
how people are gonna what people will
You
respond
never
to the
know,
most.
man. Yeah. I'm like, what?
So
Dude, you got your people.
we are going to. Let's see. What would be the best way to do this? I'm just gonna make. Honestly, the just like last session, but even more so, there's gonna be a lot of theater of the mind. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and leave Talespire because I don't know. It'll help me imagine what's going on here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Should we exit out too?
You can if you want.
Can I pee real quick before we transition into whatever we're doing?
I also need to go to the bathroom.
No. Okay, go ahead.
Dang it.
Pee break, quick! 5 minutes.
I'll just pee my pants.
Hurry.
Just go in your chair!
You don't have a toilet installed at your computer, Jenna?
Yeah, like Brett. Oh, I'm gonna have a cookie. I can't help it.
It's the pretty one though.
Don't, Brandon. You have to be under 250.
I'm gonna send
By
a
this
picture of these cookies
Saturday.
to you guys because they
You're
are
making me jealous.
insanely beautiful. They were from my mom's bridal party, and they're like the prettiest things ever. I brought 2 home, but they were from the parties. 1 second, I gotta open Discord, and then I gotta. This woman was insane. I don't understand. What are the dragon campaign? I don't want to post in the campaign section. General? Okay. I'll get there 1 moment. I sent you. These are like sugar cookies. And that's frosting.
Whoa.
Brandon is currently eating The Adventure Begins.
They do. Yeah, those do not look like cookies. They look like ceramic, like decorations.
Yeah, those
Something
are
crazy.
sugar cookies.
Wow.
Bonkers.
Uh-huh. Oh, I feel so bad eating it.
I know they're like little works of art. Be like eating one of my miniatures, I feel like.
They
Okay,
somehow
I'm
even
back.
got pleats on the dress and everything.
Whoa, what are these?
know.
Cookies.
Are
They're
these
sugar
cookies? What
Yeah.
the crap? I thought they were like paper cards for a second. Did you make
yeah.
these?
No. Brandon's eating one right now, and they're for my mom's
Feels wrong.
bridal bachelorette party. And I brought some home for Brandon to eat. He's currently eating the Adventure Begins.
Nice. For a second, I
Yeah.
thought you were gonna say Brandon made them, and I was like,
No, no.
Wow.
I could maybe do the mountains, like.
those are awesome.
Yeah, a friend like bought them, like hired
Oh.
somebody to make a bunch of cookies for her party.
Nice.
Oh, he's back, right?
Yep, I'm back. I also have cheesecake.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
What? No,
That's not fair.
I'm gonna click on the Baldur's Gate picture just so I can imagine being there. Okay, so I'm still eating this cookie, so this sucks.
Chew faster.
I'm trying. One last thing Room did was he actually told you a name of contact you're gonna meet in Baldur's Gate, because he said he's certain that he could get you hired and everything.
Mhm.
So his contact is, he tells you, is called, oh my gosh, these names, Akin Celebon.
This name was gonna be like Barthon Froom or something. Just
Calling him Cinnabon.
Me too.
like-
Akin Celebon.
Okay,
Okay.
Cinnabon.
Archon cinnamon.
He tells you that he is a wagon worker.
He's a wagon? Oh.
I am a wagon.
He fixes
He
wagons and
identifies
freight
as a wagon.
in
He's
Blackgate
really owning it.
and near Blackgate. Okay. So you do have some time. The first thing that you do as you arrive, as the ferry arrives in Baldur's Gate, is you notice that it's a beautiful, or not beautiful, I don't know, it's a coastal city. There is a lot of trade, it appears, at the port where you're at. Lots of goods being exchanged. The weirdest thing happens a few times that you notice, and that is that there is nobody like loads it onto a cart and then takes it anywhere. Everybody has like all these people and they pick it up and then they carry it. So you don't see any like large cranes or anything. You just see people like walking with all of the goods. So that's the first thing you notice. Another thing that happens is, I'll go ahead and post this. You do have the time I mentioned, so if someone wants to make a note that you have 9 days right now, I'm going to go ahead and post something. This is the downtime activities. You do not have time for all of them, but these are things you can do at any time, or potentially do at any time when you have the resources available to you. There are a lot of things on here. If you open your browser, you can zoom in so you can see it. But there's all of these things are available to you in Baldur's Gate. Some cities may only have most of these things. Some towns may only have like a few of them. But they're all available in Baldur's Gate. So there you go. Feel free to ask me. It's a ton of information.
Gambling. All right.
But I tried to make it pretty simple. I trimmed it down a little bit.
We have 8 days, you said?
9.
Ooh.
9 days.
We have no days.
I am too poor for this list.
There's literally one on here
I
called
need to
work.
make some money.
You're all loaded. I don't know what you're talking about. You can also just, buy normal things, right? And sell normal things. Something I pointed out to my other group is that cities are a great place to buy things, as you know, because it's available, which is pretty great. They're also a great place to sell things, because if you just go to a town and you're like, buy this battle axe, they're going to be like, no. But people in the city might even buy magic items off of you. Okay. Not that you have any.
I would like to switch into Yarick's fancy form
Okay.
before we exit the ship, so that is the form I am entering the city as.
The captain grabs your lapels and throws you overboard as you're deemed to be a stowaway. You land on the dock and not in the water. Yeah,
How?
Perfect.
it does hurt.
As he does, I stand up and dust off my lapels and say, "Kind sir, thank you," and I walk away.
Yeah, don't come back. Freeloader.
All right, what do we want to
The
do?
resources
So
are kind of
much.
listed out for you. A lot of these take a work week too, so. And we don't need to role play it either. We're just, it's like, it happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Ren, go ahead.
I know what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay, so being in such a big town, I'm used to just like traveling the countryside. I decided that I want to try to find a magic item or like a potion shop.
Oh yeah.
And what I want to happen is while I'm looking around, since it's such a big town, I get kind of confused and turned around and end up in not like a sketchy back alley, but pretty much I want to join a pit fight. I want to say that like Ren is looking around in the completely wrong place for a magic item shop or a potion shop, and she stumbles upon like just like an underground fighting ring, and
Yeah.
she's like, that looks like a lot of fun, and so she wants to try.
How much time do you think you'll be spending in that? I'm gonna allow you to adjust the time period if you wanted to look for a magic item for the work week, and spend like a day pit fighting or whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, I think that's I probably stumbled upon the pit fight like probably first, and then do it like once, and then I go and try to actually find what I was looking for.
Sweet. The very first thing that you're going to do, however, is begin walking off into the city like, wow, and your friends are gonna look at you like, where is she going?
Yep.
After seeing Yara get thrown out and onto the dock there.
I think Yarick is going to follow Rin, but like at a respectable distance where she doesn't know I'm actually following her. And when she gets to the pit fights, I'm gonna gamble on her to lose.
Wow.
To lose.
Wow. Interesting. Is anybody gonna okay, Yark's just kind of sneakily skulking behind Rin. Is anybody gonna do anything or whatever?
No.
Okay, Kuneli doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Frisch.
I'll watch and cheer her on, but
I'm.
No,
I'm
she's
gonna...
the city's huge, guys. She's just walking aimlessly into it right now. You
That's
just
fine.
made
I'd probably
port.
go along
You
with her.
literally just made port. And she's like,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
walking now into the city. It's, bedazzling and whatever. And she doesn't even say that. She just starts walking into the city.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I'll join her. Just walk along. See what comes, what adventure we find. Maybe someone will pick a fight. Maybe I'll
Okay,
learn
you pick up your stuff and do that. All right.
Yeah. I say.
New town.
Okay.
See if there's a job for me.
I stop you guys. Like, hey guys, wait. We should find a place to meet after we're done with our various stuff. It's a big city. We're not gonna be able to find each other afterwards.
Good call, Frisch.
I pause, and
Unless it was
the glamour of this city kind of freezes, and I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. Should we find a place to stay first, and then we can go explore?
Well, perhaps we should find our contact first, and then go do our various
Probably.
deeds.
Oh,
He
yes.
might have a place for us to stay.
That
I
is a
saunter
good
up
idea,
to
Frisch.
Frisch and I say, "Damn you, Frisch, for being so logical. Let us find somewhere to rest and find our contact."
Let's
Huzzah!
find our contact. Okay.
What's
All right. Good
Oh
stuff.
my gosh.
I mean, I was kind of curious how it was gonna work, but hey, that's fine. Um, y'all made your way separately. So you're trying to make it to the Black Gate where the guy is at this point?
Mhm.
Okay.
Is that where he
Yes.
told us to go? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, you make your way. Just as you're about to leave, the guy on the ferry is like, "Wait, you forgot your horses!" And he like hands the
Oh,
reins
yeah.
to Frisch, all four of them, and he begins unpacking other stuff.
Thank you, my good sir.
He
I'm very old. I forget
just like
things.
spits on the deck or whatever.
Okay.
Gross.
I spit too. In solidarity, of course.
He like looks up at you like, "How dare you spit?" No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't care.
2 gold on Frisch to lose.
Okay, cool. You begin to walk your horses, and you're stopped by one of the guards at the port. He's all like, "What do you think you're doing? Have you been to Baldur's Gate before?"
My good sir, Baldur's Gate? Have we been here before? Come on, it's Baldur's Gate! We have no idea where we're going.
It's the exact same time that I said no.
He like looks at both of you like, "Huh, interesting. You are aware then that you cannot bring horses into Baldur's Gate."
Oh.
This thing? That's not a horse, that's my cousin!
You'll either have to stay
Oh
at the
my
ports here
gosh.
with your horses or sell them off.
Are you
Sell 'em.
buying?
Can't steal my horse again.
I'm sorry, Reginald. The family needs you to go.
Is there a stable that we can keep them here?
Well, I think so, yeah. There might be a stable, sure. But you can't bring it through the city.
Okay.
There are no animals whatsoever allowed inside Baldur's Gate. No carts,
Hold on.
no,
I turn to Frisch and say, I'm sorry, you have
not
to
even
leave.
stray dogs. Nothing.
Wait.
He says no
Wait a
animals
second.
allowed, Frisch.
Oh.
He looks down at your Drake and kind of wrinkles his nose.
At first
What about
I'm
me? I'm
confused,
an animal.
but then I chuckle. Good one.
You are a rabbit
I clap
folk.
you on the shoulder. Let us find a place to stable or sell these horses.
Yes, I
will not be
think
parted
you
from
should
Felix.
do that.
My good sir, might you point us in the direction of a reputable dealer that we might part it off these
Or-
fine
no.
beasts?
A stable.
Do you want a stable or do you want a dealer?
I want a dealer. She
Stable.
wants a stable. 2 separate things.
Why would we have brought the horses all this way just to sell them?
You tell
I
me.
did it once.
I'm not talking to you.
Well, that's fine. And he just walks away.
I crouch down in like a very mocking tone, like I'm talking to a child in front of Nellie. And it's like, well, Nellie, for one thing, they're horses. 2, we came on a ship. 3, why do we talk about this? Let's just go. And I stand up and like begin just like leaving.
I
And then
lean
I
over to Frisch.
turn around or whatever and say, oh yeah, horses.
I lean over to Frisch and I'm like, he's about to get bunny punched.
Oh,
I guess that means to
I'm
be
clenching my
seen.
fist, but I haven't done anything.
get rabbit punched.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know, bunny punch sounds pretty
It
hilarious.
sounds pretty good. Get bun
I
punched.
could do- Add that to one of your special attacks, Buddy Punch.
One of her special
I love
moves. Okay.
You
I say, I ask this. What if 2 of us go and look for somewhere to stable the horses, someone stays here on the dock with the horses, because we can't take them through town, and a third party goes and meets the contact?
think
I
that
think-
would be good.
Well, the stables won't be inside town because you can't bring horses in there anyway. So there should be some stables on the stock.
Right. We don't want anyone to steal them, so someone's got to stay with them.
I'll stay with them.
Why don't we just take
We
him
have
to
a
the
volunteer.
stable?
Who's the best with the horses here? I think that might be Rin actually.
Let me see.
But if you have
You can't
some other
compare
reason
animal
to
handling.
believe otherwise.
It's metagaming.
Kuneli has already offered to stay with the horses. Rin obviously wants to find somewhere to stable them because she loves them. So, Rin, you find stabling for the horses. Kuneli, you stay here. Frisch and I will go find the contact.
Okay.
Any objections?
Here then. Nope.
Very well.
Brilliant. After you find someone to stable the horses, you two team up and meet up with the contact.
All right.
And then we'll find somewhere to sleep. And then I point at each of you in turn, like looking down at my finger. Good, good, good.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm like, who is
oh,
this
man.
person?
You never know with Yarrick.
So Kuneli, you're
Um,
just
the
staying with the
fancy art
horses.
once more.
So I'm actually just gonna take the horses and walk with Rin. Doesn't make any sense
Oh,
that I
actually,
just
yeah,
right
that
here.
actually makes more sense.
I'm
actually.
gonna
Okay,
grab
so-
2 of them, and just because, yeah.
All right, you see the girls walking in a direction.
I
Boys.
clap Frisch around his shoulder or whatever, and I like start to lead him off into the city, like almost like the completely wrong direction. I have no idea where I'm going. He's like, onward, Frisch! Let
You're
us go!
You're like actually walking back to the ocean right now.
Like, good one, Yarrick. It's this way. And I turn us around. Not
Totally
sure if
played
we're
off
actually
like it was like,
looking
yes! Ah!
around. And then we saunter forward with a merry tune in our lips and a kick in our step.
Sweet.
As you say, Frisch.
Let's go ahead
Let
and
it be
start
so.
with the stable situation. So, Rin and Kuneli, and Felix,
Yes.
and horses.
And horses.
Okay. You're there.
All right. You're at the stables?
No, you're like at the port.
Oh. Okay. Is there anybody like walking around?
Oh yeah, lots of people doing that.
I find someone or look for someone that looks like they might be nice and know their way around, and I go up to them and ask them if they know where a stable would be.
Nobody looks nice at all.
Okay.
Everybody
I
looks.
like New
Every
York
single
City.
person looks like they know their way around, though.
Okay.
You're in
I
New
just
Jersey.
I go up to someone. I guess
Literally.
I don't probably look very nice either because I'm an orc. So, but I go up to someone and ask them if they know which direction a stable would be.
Well, you can always go to Jedi's.
Jedi's.
Jedi's, right over there. What do you clean your
Oh.
ears or something? He keeps loading crates and ignores you.
Okay.
Okay.
I head over to Jedi's.
What a level of joy.
Okay. You go to the stables. Hello, hello. And what can I help you with?
Hello. We'd like to do you have room for 4 horses in your stable?
I do. And one Drake, is it?
I can't take
No.
the Drake with me.
Oh no.
No, dear. You must have no animals in Baldur's Gate.
Why
That's
is
not an
there that
animal.
rule?
Oh, well, I could get into politics with you, but basically keeps the city clean. City's got some very narrow areas. Be quite cumbersome and honestly downright awful if there's just animals roaming all over the city. It would not work. Terrible
Oh.
for the economy.
Okay. I turn to Nelly and I say, I'm like, we'll be coming back. We just have to go make the contact. and then maybe he can just stay here for a little bit.
No, we don't get
Do you
separated.
just want to stay here?
Well, I can promise you that your Drake will be safe here, but I understand if you need to stay at the port.
We will not be parted, but thank you for offering. How much does it cost for the horses to be here?
The horses, it is just one gold a night.
Oh, okay.
Each, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Dang it.
If you wanted
That's still
to double up like some of the merchants, though, that's fine. Just two horses per stall. I don't allow any more than that. Save yourself a couple gold every night.
All right, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I think that'll work.
Sure.
Alright.
So total, how many nights?
Uh, around 8.
Is that when your boat's coming back into to pick you up?
Yeah. we-
Yes, we think so.
Are you lying to him? Sorry, this is the DM talking.
No, I'm not.
I don't think so.
Cause you said that's we assume there's about 9 days, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
there's
Okay.
no
8
boat
nights.
that's coming to pick you up again.
Oh wait, oh, sorry,
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, cause we're traveling, huh?
Yeah, you would know that, yeah.
Yeah. I see. No, we're just meeting up with some people, and that's that's just when we plan on leaving town.
Where
Also, how
where are
do
you
we get?
meeting with the people? Sorry.
I don't know if
Uh,
it's really necessarily your business.
Well, I guess you're right, but that's fine. That's fine if you.
uh,
8 nights. What is the total?
I don't remember
He
the.
smiles at you like serves you right and doesn't even say anything else. He's just like, total 8 nights times two gold a horse. I mean for the horse stables. Total is 16 gold.
Go.
I can give him the 16.
And Nelly already
And then
paid, so he's like, thank you. From her.
oh, Nelly already paid.
I just paid it. Yeah.
Okay. I just oh my gosh, why can't I think? Oh, I ask if we can't take animals through the city, how do we exit the city with them without taking
Oh,
a
that's
boat?
what I was trying to get at. Too bad, it's none of my business. And he just turns his back to you and gives you the hardest cold shoulder you've ever seen.
I like
Sorry.
glare at Nelly.
I just kind of like look down at the ground.
Oh, dude, you're perfect.
Um,
Kind of like
I like-
pull my
I like
feet.
put another 2 gold coins on the counter, and I say, "Sorry, my friend here is just a little wary of strangers. She really didn't mean anything by it."
He takes your 2 gold. He smiles. Oh, that's better.
And then I said, so is there a way?
The only way that I can think of, honestly, would be to potentially. If I'm really thinking, you either have to sell your horses, which I most certainly can purchase, or you could. I think there might be a boat that's willing to circumvent, and you could walk around the wall. It would take probably a day to do that. Honestly, there are absolutely no roads and no good ports, unfortunately, that lead around Baldur's Gate. And that goes back into the politics we were talking about. It's very obvious that the more wealthy do not want any trade or anything really circumventing the city. It makes it very wealthy. So,
Are there
Anybody else
horses
in?
for
Should I pull
sale
up the
on the
fence?
other side?
Yeah, what a dingus.
what do you say? Sorry, what do you say?
Are there horses for sale on the other side of the city?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, we'll have to talk to our friends. Thank you for answering my question.
Of course.
And we'll either come back and grab our horses by the end of 9 days or sell them to you. So,
Oh, good to know. Well, Let me know if you need any more help. And he jingles your coins in his hands.
I say, yeah, will do. And then I walk back out. I guess, and then I turn to Nelly and I'm like, so are you staying then?
What? Oh, I'm sure I'll figure something out, but I won't be entering the city until then.
Okay. Well, I should probably go meet up with Frisht and Yarick,
Understood.
to tell them. So, yeah, stay out of trouble.
That's okay. I survived long before I met you guys. Thank you for your concern.
Ornella did,
Okay.
in fact, not stay out of trouble.
Um, and then I go to find the Black Gate, the meetup point.
Okay. You begin to walk towards the Black Gate. I assume that's where the boys are headed.
Your boys are back in town. Yes.
Okay.
Stop at a couple fruit stands along the way, you know, the basics.
All right. Yeah. Make sure you subtract your gold out of your thing. Whoever is paying for whatever, you know.
Yeah, I took the gold out
Okay.
for mine.
Sweet. Okay. So. See if I can. So you're trying to find the one guy. Does anybody remember his name?
Something
Oh.
Cinnabon? Cinnabon?
Cinnabon.
I told you
actually
to write
wrote
it down, so.
Yeah, I wrote Akin Syllabon. Arkin Syllabon.
Okay.
That's as close as I can get.
You're looking for Arkin Syllabon, I guess.
That's what I
See
heard.
if you can find him.
That's literally. Did everyone else hear that?
It was Akin, but that's okay.
Okay, I said Akin Syllabon the first time.
And then you said something else the other time, yeah.
Man. Akin
Syllabon, you said?
Akin Syllabon.
Akin Syllabon, though.
Akin. Ack. Coughing.
There we go. Thanks, Chicken Man. I forgot that we had this.
Yeah.
Okay. For simplicity's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and click on.
It's important info, okay?
Why isn't this working?
Too good. I just read the chat or whatever from like
I
the
know.
players' notes.
Yep,
Too
yep.
good.
It's important information, okay?
Truly, truly it is.
Okay, so you're making your way to Akin. You're asking around for him. It takes a little bit of time. And you're going straight there, it sounds like. So eventually you do find him up at Black Gate. Let's go ahead and post in the description a picture of what Baldur's Gate looks like as a city. There you go. So, do you see Black Gate on the map?
Let's see.
The very northwest corner.
Black. Oh, okay, I see it.
Oh,
There's
above
Black
the
Dragon's
upper
Gate.
city?
Yeah, it seems to be
Oh, that's
outside the
interesting.
walled city.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Blackgate.
Ah,
Gotcha.
there it is.
Wow, that's on the other side of town.
I
Damn.
thought it was
Yeah,
just a
which side are
literal
we on?
gate.
You're just in.
Which dock did we come in on?
Yeah.
Do you see that straight dock with a smaller straight dock below it? That's next to an island-looking dock in the bottom,
Yes.
the left
Blue
side.
Bridge, right
Uh,
underneath that.
Yeah, right underneath Boom Bridge. Bloom Bridge.
Blue
Th-
Bridge. Okay, yeah, I see it. That's
That's
where we came in
oh,
on.
okay.
yeah, that's where he came
Okie
in on.
dokie.
Okay, so we're kind of on that side.
All right. Oh yeah, that is a lot of city to travel.
Yeah, it's a big city, like I said. So
Well, I wish I would have seen the map of this city before we made our plan and we just left. Not really. I still would have made the same decision.
honestly, you can't
Mhm.
really tell. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You are making your way
Downtown.
Downtown.
literally
Technically
uptown.
uptown.
Every time.
Literally
Making our
uptown.
way uptown. Well,
Making your way uptown.
So you're in the
Walking
lower city right
fast,
now,
tried to
making your
leave
way to
our
the upper
animals
city.
behind.
So you're in the lower city right now, making your way to the upper cities.
Okay.
So
Alrighty.
you eventually get stopped by the person that leads to the upper cities. He asks what your business is in Baldur's Gate.
Being frished.
Yep.
I look at Frished and kind of just give him like you want me to talk or you want to do it?
See, I'll kind of nod to myself and be like, okay, I will talk, but like not saying that, but just
You just accept the nod or whatever, then I just wait
Yeah.
for you. I follow your cue.
okay. I say we are here to meet with Akin Syllabon in Blackgate. We have important business with him.
Very well. Akin Syllabon. Well, go ahead. All seems to check out here. Good day,
Okay.
sir. He
Oh, go
salutes
ahead.
Yarick.
I
Oh.
give him a dandy how do you do as I raise my tricornered hat to him.
Okay. Very well indeed.
So you didn't say good day to me?
No.
Dang it. Why does he like him so much?
You
'Cause I'm
probably look
dressed
like
super
Yark's
fancy.
knight
Maybe.
or guard.
Basically, I am at this point. And we walk through and continue onwards. And we
Onwards and upwards.
people for directions on the way of where Blackgate is and follow their directions
Okay.
if they give it to us.
And you make your way. Thank you for understanding that you probably don't see this map, so you're just like wandering until you're making your
Yeah,
way
exactly.
north because you're like that's where the Blackgate must be, whatever somebody asked you. So you make your way to Blackgate. You make your way past the upper city. You see this large trade district to your right, and it's there's a bunch of guards there, and somebody mentions to you that it's the Wide, and then you keep moving, and yeah, you get to the north area, and there's a gate to the outer city, two gates actually, and you're exiting from the inner cities to the outer cities at this point to Blackgate. And yeah, so you eventually, after searching around for like a while, and this whole process probably takes you like 3 hours, maybe four actually. You make your way and you find your contact, Rin. You make it to the same guard that is from the lower cities to the inner cities, and he asks you, "What's your business in Baldur's Gate?"
I say I'm just heading towards Blackgate, looking for um a friend. Sorry, let me pull up his name. I forgot it already. Akin Syllabon.
Oh,
Let me make sure that's right.
Akin
Akin.
Cinnabon.
Yep.
Oh,
Akin Syllabon.
well, okay then.
Um,
Lots of people
yeah.
looking for Akin today.
Oh, did you run by some people already?
I
Was it a
did.
very dandy looking fellow and an
Oh, man.
older knight?
Oh, he was a knight. Oh my, I should have been more polite. Uh, no, it was. Yeah, sorry, it was that. Yes, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead and catch them. They weren't
Okay,
too far ahead of you.
those are my comrades. Well, thank you.
Okay. Oh, there's my lady. Anyway, you make your way, and you actually are able to catch up to them. Just because you walk faster, and
Because I'm a mug.
and you all end up
Damn it.
looking around and finding Silabon at the same time at his wagon shop, and he introduces himself. Hello, I am. Let's see if I can come up with a different voice for this guy. Hello, I'm Silabon.
Hello, Shadowbon. I am Frisch.
Hello, Frisch. I make wagons. Do you need any help repairing wagons?
No, that's
Uh,
not the reason we
oh.
approached you today.
That's too bad.
Anthar Froom sent us, and I kind of raise my eyebrows. Like,
Oh,
who's
Anthar!
talking about?
Order of the Gauntlets. I like that man. Anthar Froom. Yes, that's him. And what do you need exactly?
We're looking to connect with the caravan.
Oh,
That's right. I could not remember.
And I like lower my voice and I say for the that the cult of the dragon are a part of.
he looks at you like, Cult of the Dragon. What?
Oh, sorry, that was code for something else. I thought. No. We're just looking for yes, the how to get into the caravan.
Caravan North, I take it, because this is the Black Gate.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, I do, I can help. Anthar sent you, though? Do you bear the
Yes, sir.
symbol of the Order of the Gauntlet?
And Leosin, and I like open my pouch and like show him my symbol.
Oh, that's very nice. You're a harper.
Yes.
Oh my.
As am I. I show mine, kind of proud that I got a special one.
He's like shocked. He's like, that's pretty funny. He's like, you look a lot more smug about being a harper than Rin. He's like, oh my.
Oh,
Hoppers,
jeez.
hoppers are that way though. So I see. Hoppers. I never. He closes his door to his shop. And he's like, I never thought. I thought the organization was. I didn't know they were still a thing. That's amazing.
Keep it to yourself, yeah?
Well, yeah, but you still don't. I still don't know how you are connected with Froome.
Anthar Froom?
I know.
Short, bald, chubby man?
Oh, I know
Talking
who he
about the
is,
person?
but you're saying Anthar sent hoppers here.
Well, both him and Leosin.
Who's Leosin?
The
That's
order.
the other question I had.
Oh, sorry. He's a member of the Harpers.
Oh, he is.
And
He
both the
recruited
Harpers
us.
and the Order of the Gauntlet.
You were
we are
recruited
working
as
together.
harpers by Leosin, the leader of the harpers?
Yes.
Wow.
I feel like
Gee
we're giving this
willikers.
guy a lot of information.
That's a lot of information.
Oh, sorry. I didn't say that.
Okay. Wow. And what do you want? You want a passage north?
Yes.
And
we'd
who
like
are
to
you?
join-
He points at Yark.
I
You're the
puff out
most
my
dandy
chest,
of them all.
Commander. Puff out my chest and say, I am but a humble man on a mission for a friend. What these two individuals say is true. Unfortunately, I have no proof to back this up but the word of my mouth.
Oh my.
How noble
He
of
looks
you.
at you almost like you could be like an angel sent from heaven or something, and he's all like, "I see. Well, okay. I will certainly help the Harpers. Uh,
I bow deeply to him and say, "Thank you, sir."
yes. So my word is good around here in Blackgate, and if you're going north, then I guess I should make a few things straight, because you don't seem to know much about going north, and you are, I guess, newer Harpers, recently recruited by Leosin, your leader. Oh boy, and he like,
Oh, no, 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 not me, just them.
he still says, oh boy, and he like pours like tea for all of you, and please sit down. So, Black Gate and traveling north. You're going to need to be on a caravan, and I don't know when you want to leave exactly, but basically join a caravan, and you'll be good to go. Are you trying to save money? Is that why you need my assistance?
We are hoping to uh, prevent something further up the road, and the caravan is the fastest way to get there. So we thought that it would be beneficial to all if we would join the caravan as either hired help or as extra protection, that we might travel with them as far as we need be.
You are very, very cryptic individuals. I mean, I suppose you're harpers, so that kind of makes sense, but you I mean, I can assure you that anybody knows that the caravan is not the fastest way. You could just take some horses and gallivant, or maybe since you're harpers, you have money, you could just use a mage circle to teleport north. Uh, why do you want to take a
There's
caravan?
there's some people in the caravan that we need to keep an eye on.
Oh, well,
Yes.
that makes more sense. Now, I'm not quite as sharp as some people, but would this be the cult of the dragon you were talking about earlier?
Um, yes, but we must keep it
Oh.
as secret as
I give a
possible.
side eye at Red. Yes.
I don't understand. You come in here and vomit up information, and then you seal your lips. It's interesting. You're very, you're very interesting, Harpers. But I suppose all Harpers are. Um, okay.
Quite.
He kind of smiles and he's like, "Well, I am a really big friend of the Order of the Gauntlet, and on Tharfroom, of course. Don't worry. Uh, and I've seen your symbols as well. So, yes, you want to tag along in one of the caravans, do you? Well, that's fine. And it's the Cult of the Dragon. Do you know when they're showing up here? Or when they
We
should be
believe
here?
in 9 days.
9 days. That gives you plenty of time. That's excellent. You won't want to get work right away then. With the caravan. I mean, I think that posing as guards might be a good idea. It'll help you blend in. You all look like you can wield a blade, right? Um, so that might be the best plan. Yes, pose as guards in the caravan. I'm sure that I can get you a job. You all look very capable, and I don't think that I could actually find work for you, unfortunately. But my reference is good. Trust me on that one. If you are able to talk to some of these leaders here, these merchants, then I'm sure they could hire you. Now, the idea being that each merchant carries about 3 guards for his stuff. That's what they typically do around here. Each merchant usually has 3 guards, you see, because it'd be far too expensive to hire out an entire, I don't know, army to take your stuff across the plains and wherever you're going. I don't know. I don't need to know. Don't tell me.
Like,
I'm trying to keep as little information as possible. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You want to be guards? Yes, that'll be good. But uh, the idea being that the merchants they'll travel in groups, and this cult of the dragon you're talking about, no matter how strong they are, they're going to want to blend in, and they'll probably join up with the caravan in 9 days, like you're suggesting, or so. In that amount of time, you can join. I would not join them, if possible, unless you're feeling like being reckless, of course, or you're very, very confident in your deception ability, of course. Um, but go ahead and join that caravan. That'll be good. And then a little bit of time, and you'll uh, you'll be able to make it to your journey. Yes, that'll work just fine. He looks at
Okay,
you.
so we also have a fourth comrade and her Drake.
Oh,
Would we be able to? You said most they merchants mainly hire 3, but do some hire 4 guards?
no, 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 no. 3 is the max. I can say your references. You're all going to be in the same caravan, regardless of what merchant you serve. And honestly, if we're being real here on your deception, it might be a good idea to, well, work for different merchants. Act like you don't know each other.
was
Right?
I
thinking the
say, I
same
look over to
thing.
Red and say, it is totally fine. I shall take a third if someone else, if you 3 wish to stay together. I will be the outlier, and it will allow me to peruse and protect at my leisure.
I I can't stress enough. I really don't think any of you should group up. Maybe a couple, but more than that, it's a little dangerous.
Yeah, I think we should divide and conquer.
When you're
Should we do?
recruiting,
More
you should
likely.
most certainly, when you're recruiting, not act like you know each other at all. That's my suggestion there. I'm no Harper now, but I don't think it'd be a good idea to just. I mean, if you're all acting like you don't know each other on the day when they're looking for some nice guards, I think it might go better for you.
Okay.
We will
Okay.
take your recommendation under consideration.
I've just
Thank
seen
you
many
so much.
bands of guards either succeed together or fail together, and you do, unfortunately, not have the luxury of failing together. If you were to fail, that would be very bad.
You are quite right.
So
They,
just to make sure.
oh, go ahead,
Oh wait,
dear.
you finish. Okay, just to make sure I got this. We want to. Uh, I'm just gonna sum up everything you said. We
Okay.
want to join the caravan,
Yes.
but hopefully within different. Get hired for different merchants, and we want to join the caravan later in the 9 days, or like as soon as possible.
Oh, no, no. Wait, wait,
Can you
wait.
say that?
Yes. You want to wait. You want to be maybe even on the day. I would actually. The caravans go out every single day. So if you just go out there saying I want work, and somebody takes an eye to you, and you're just gone, 9 days ahead, it might not be a good idea. Now, do they go very far? No, no, no. A big caravan for a long journey. They've been trying to get one going for a little while now, and I think in 9 days, as soon as that colt gets some steam blowing in the idea of the large journey, I think that will be just enough people to feel confident with their guards. Each 3 apiece. It makes them feel more secure because that's a lot of guards if that's each has that many. Um, and then they'll feel secure on their journey, and they'll go in a few days' time. So I would honestly wait till the 11th hour. I'd wait till time to go basically, and then I would look for work as a guard. And the thing too, if you don't, I don't really think it matters too much if you join the same merchant, but act like you don't know each other when you're getting recruited. I can't stress this enough. If for some reason, what I mean is, if you were to get denied outright, well, you could still maybe accompany the merchants. You could accompany the merchants on their journey, potentially as a single, right? But if your group gets denied outright, they don't want your group with them. You're a liability. So, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any reason to believe that one of us wouldn't be accepted?
No, not at all, not at all. But I've seen a lot of things.
Hmm.
Seen a lot of nat ones in my day. You get as old as I am, and you'll get that idea too. Uh,
True.
now, that settles that. You have plenty of time. You can get ready and prepared. The Baldur's Gate is a large city. They've got everything you need in it, and I can help you to point you in the right direction too if you need it. stay careful of the lower city. The steeps and Seatown, they're okay, but the lower city, not so much. It's you guys actually weren't in the lower city ever, just so you guys know. It's not necessarily not that good. So try to stay out of that place. Other than that, you'll be okay. Um, and I can answer any questions that you might have for me.
Okay, I do have a question.
Oh yes.
Our comrade is right now at the stables on the docks because she has a Drake animal
Oh.
companion, but animals are not within not allowed within the city limits. Do you have any idea how we could get her and her Drake? Her and her
Impossible.
Drake?
Impossible, unfortunately.
Impossible.
Yes. You can't take an animal from the port to the outer city, and you can't take an animal from the outer city to the port.
Oof. There's no way to like sneak one through.
I think it might be possible, but uh, how
what you know.
important is this animal? I mean, the horses, I would just sell and buy new ones. Is it like a horse she's had her whole life?
No, it's a Drake.
It's
Oh.
an animal companion.
Oh.
Very close to her. She refused to enter the city because didn't want to be separated from her Drake.
You can't even have like support animals in Baldur's Gate, so it's impossible. You'd have to smuggle it through, and if it's not a very well behaved animal, you just might be 3 people on your journey yet.
Well, too bad, Kuneli. Just kidding.
He's
Hmm,
very
Uh,
okay,
behaved,
well,
okay.
thank you.
I'm so
Or-
sorry. I mean, you could try, but I've never had any experience smuggling. You know, I try to keep by the law, so. But I know harpers, they sometimes need to do what they need to do, so I understand, of course.
All right, well, thank you.
Yes, any other questions, though, about the city? Or downtime
You have
activities?
answered them quite thoroughly and with utmost expedience, sir. We thank you for your time, and we shall see you in several days.
You have any recommendations for shops with magical glaives or armor?
Or items.
Oh, yes. A full-blown shop of magical items galore? Probably not, but there are some hot places. I recommend going to the Wide,
Hot
honestly.
places.
There's a
Wide.
few
To the what?
merchants. The Wide, dear. The large
Okay.
merchant area. There are certain to be some merchants there that could assist you with their little tents and their little trinkets and such.
Excellent. Thank you.
It's quite sprawling, though. It would take you a very long time to figure out what you want. It's boys, noisy, boisterous, everything, and there are scammers there when it comes to expensive items. Just be careful.
Okay. Very well. Thank you.
Oh, certainly, certainly. And it always a pleasure to serve the Order of the Gauntlet.
And
And what, dear?
show him my thing again.
Oh, and the hoppers. I almost forgot.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I'm very proud of it again. Like, yes.
My
I just
metal
kind of shake my head because it's funny. He didn't want to join it right at first, anyways.
No, I just had to think about it. I wasn't like against it. I just had to
Uh
think about
huh.
it's hilarious.
it. In my mind, it like I have Leosin has recognized my like unique skill and like given me a higher rank inside the Harpers or something. So
That's
it's kind of
awesome.
going.
It's
through my head a
all
little
in
bit.
your head.
Oh my gosh.
Brilliant.
Yes, this is what he was doing. Okay. You do that. Okay, Kuneli. Are you still just gonna stay with the horses basically forever?
No, well, the horses are in a stable, so I'm gonna be walking around the port a little bit and kind of low key feeling out, having my feelers out for smuggling my Drake through.
Okay. Sounds groovy. Um, so you notice there are guards at every entrance from the port. Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
it does not look like they will readily allow anybody to leave the port with
Are you
their
just telling me it's
animals.
impossible? Is this the DM's thing saying no?
No, not impossible,
Would be
but
very hard.
reckless.
Reckless. And then, okay, so, and then he was talking about walking around Baldur's Gate. Do you have to take, like, I was looking at the picture,
Uh-huh.
and there's not a way that I can go, like, around the wall
You get the
and
idea
then
that
walk
he
around the
was
city?
joking.
Oh, he was?
You'd
Aww.
have to
That
like
meanie?
you could put okay. You could try. It would be over rugged terrain and it would take 3 days
Hmm. To meet on the other side?
to meet at Blackgate.
To meet at Blackgate.
Yep, from where you are in Seatown.
Dang.
You're a ranger, so you feel confident that's possible, but you also feel confident that it's not going to be easy. You'd have to
Okay.
swim around the coastline, climb cliff faces, go over. We're talking like beach hike style, and
Mm-hmm.
then find your way down into Blackgate. Although I'll trying to avoid guards.
Okay. Can I talk to you in a side thing?
100%. Yep. Hey there.
Oh, with my Drake companion,
Yeah.
I'm kind of reading through the verbiage, and if my Drake hits 0 hit points, I can summon it again. It just vanishes, and anything it's wearing or carrying is left behind, and
Yeah.
then I can summon it again.
Yes.
So it's weird because it's like, is my Drake like a flesh and blood thing, and it just disappears, and it's my same Felix that comes back that I'm bringing back?
I'm okay with us interpreting it a little bit. Technically, as rules is written, it's like not flesh and blood thing. Um, I mean, kind of is, but it's more like something you summon.
Mm-hmm.
But if you wanted to say, I knew Felix since he was a hatchling, but we've bonded so well that I'm able to dismiss him and bring him back. That's fine. You still have to find a way to drop him to 0 hit points if it doesn't say that you can just dismiss him.
Right. It doesn't say I can just let me look. The Drake remains until it is reduced to 0 hit points.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to find a way to decapitate him without him feeling the pain. Or something. I don't know what you want to
No,
do.
and then it says until, or okay, so the Drake remains until it's reduced to 0 hit points, comma, until you use this feature to summon the Drake again, comma, or
Okay.
until you die.
So what you could do is you could die, get resurrected somewhere else. You could
Okay.
kill him and summon him somewhere else, or you could just leave him somewhere in the port unattended, and then
Mm-hmm.
summon him when you get to Blackgate,
Right.
or somewhere else entirely.
Okay. Hard.
I know
Hard.
those are actually all pretty
Freaking
difficult
Baldur's
choices.
Gate, man. How rude of
Yeah.
them.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
And it's funny, I'm not making any of this up like at all for
No,
flavor.
I
Like this
know.
is the
I
well,
know.
I mean like sometimes I would write for flavor, but this is actually literally
Okay.
just it's a thing.
Literally the thing.
Yeah.
Freaking Baldur's Gate. Okay, I'm not gonna kill my Drake. I have an idea, so we can go back.
Okay, sounds good.
like 20 minutes away from Union.
Okay. So basically, I'll be going there anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go like looking at the map, I am now kind of walking around closer to like the edges of the wall, like where it meets the sea times. Is there like sewer keep kind of area? Is there like a lot of guards on that like area? The sea
In
tower.
the sewer area, not really.
There's sea tower and then sewer keep. So I'm gonna be looking for a space that I can put Felix and kind of stow him away where prying eyes aren't gonna look on him.
Okay, you do that. You find a little
Did I find
drain
anything?
where he could probably like be comfortable.
Okay. There's plenty of rats that he could eat while he's in there and
Yeah, you hear some rats.
okay. And I'm, like I can tell that no one's gonna like open a grate and start looking in it.
Yeah. Um, the grate doesn't open very easily. In fact, you would need a key to open it. Um,
Oh.
but yeah, you
So
could.
do I need to go find the key?
So it's the grate itself isn't like flush with the outside of the pipe. It like goes in a bit and then there's a grate, if that makes sense.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So I tell Felix so that I know it's so hard. I know we've been together for so long. I'm gonna see you in a few days. If something happens, you know what to do, and I will summon you later. It's gonna be okay. And I just kind of like pet him a little bit
He seems
before I
he
leave.
he seems very upset.
I know I'm upset about it too. I'm crying low key, but I'm trying to not show. I'm trying to be stealthy, like people don't
Okay.
know that I'm leaving something precious here. So I'm like, just kind of sniffling my little rabbit nose.
Oh, okay. All right.
So okay, so I leave him there.
He
It
you
breaks
turn
my
around and
heart.
he's like trying to sneakily follow you.
Oh my gosh, no, no, absolutely not. Bad Felix. You
He's
know
so
better.
sad. He's like tucking his tail between his legs.
You know better.
He's
Oh.
he's so sad though. He doesn't
Stop
know what
it!
to
You're
do. He should
mean!
go back or he should
Meanie!
follow you anyway.
He's no! Stop it! He's fine. He's
I'm
fine.
gonna roll a
I'm
d20 to see what he
literally
does real quick.
fine.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I am
He
treating him
decides to
well.
follow you instead. He like
Oh my god.
he
No!
walks over to you like hey, I love you. It's okay. I can follow you.
I'm legit crying right now. No, a stupid fictional dream.
Oh. It's not
To
a
make me
it's not
sad like that.
it's not stupid. I'm sorry.
Well, now I can't leave him. That was my plan. Felix, now I can't trust him to take care of himself.
Do you say
Felix.
that? Okay. He feels really
Yes.
bad and he yeah. He's just like yeah, he feels bad. Like he starts walking back to where he was before. Like, yeah, you can. I can do this.
Okay, you're a big boy. You can do it.
He looks
We're gonna see each other
really,
soon.
really sad. Like he's not even trying to hide his emotions.
Stop it. I'm sad too.
He stops frowning and hiding his emotions when you say stop it.
It's okay, Felix. Just go hide. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Alright, I'll start heading towards Blackgate. I'm very upset. It's fine.
I think we did an excellent job. Good job. I'm so proud of you. I'm so sorry.
I'm so mad and sad right now.
Mm.
Felix! Oh.
You're able to make your
Um,
way though to Blackgate. You
Yeah.
do get stopped by the same guard. He's asking you what your
Yeah.
business is.
I tell him that I'm going to meet with Akin Silabon, along with my friends. He likely met them before.
He's like, oh, I see. Yes, the knight, the noble, and the
Half orc.
monk. Yes, okay.
Hmm. And now the rabbit folk. I am so sad. Like, I am barely holding myself together right now.
I'm so
So,
sorry.
like, I'm like, my nose is like twitching because I'm like trying not to cry. Kind of like, I'm just so sad.
He doesn't say anything, but he's like, he does, like, he doesn't, he like almost feels like he should, you know?
It's his fault, not letting me through without a Drake.
Yeah.
I'm sad, baby. I hope he feels a little bit guilty. Hope he feels a little bit bad about it.
So
His
you have
fault.
that lovely thought on your way
Does
to.
he notice that I don't have my lovely, beautiful Felix with me?
He has no idea that you. This is a different guard from the one in Seatown.
Oh,
Apparently, there's
I thought you
several
said it's the same.
stations.
Okay.
No, this guy's more
Sorry.
near the steeps actually. So.
Oh, I see. Okay. Anyways, no, I'm just really, really sad, and I just trudge my way
Okay, cool.
over.
You make it through the gate to the outer city.
Mhm.
You're looking for Akin Celebon. Uh,
Mhm.
you. How long do you think you spent in Seatown debating on what to do?
Uh, After I left the stables, I spent probably about, I don't know, half an hour trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and like, cause that's like a hard decision to make of like, do I just stay out here and stay with Felix? Do I trust him? Can I handle leaving him? And then probably having to spend another, I don't know how long it would take for me to kind of explore Sea Tower until I found that spot, but probably another like 30, 45 minutes.
Oh, it is Sea Tower. Whoops. Okay. Um, so you are looking for Celebon. You eventually find him. He tells you, "Oh, you're the other one that's part of the group. I see." And he fills you in on the plans. Your friends aren't there
Okay.
anymore. Um, he tells you that they probably went to the Wide and searched for magic items.
Okay. I thank him. I'm still very sad, and
Is
I
there something
walk
wrong,
away.
dear?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, I see.
Thank you, though.
Oh, you're the one with a pet drake.
Don't talk about it. I can't miss him.
I'm so sorry.
I, like, break down crying.
He's a nice old man, so he comforts
I
you.
know.
Um,
Appreciate it.
and he's like, well, you can summon him out here. You could summon him right in my house, and then you could take care of him here.
Really?
Yes.
You won't get in trouble?
No. Just keep it nice and secret and stuff.
He is a very well behaved little Drake.
Oh,
And he's very small.
that's great. I've got a place for him just down here, and he opens the freaking cellar.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Nice and
I'm gonna
quiet
summon.
and dark and damp and
And
yeah,
he'll
it's
keep
nice.
the rat population down.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. You're both like trying
He's
to
like a
convince
cat,
yourselves
but
that's a good
better.
idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like getting a little bit happier. I start summoning Felix.
Okay,
Summon him.
it takes some time, but you're able to summon
Mhm.
Felix. Unfortunately, he has several stab wounds. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
No!
joking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, no. He's perfectly healthy. He's
Okay,
totally.
here's the dealio.
That was
When I was like,
really,
you know what to do
really
if
mean.
you're
I'm sorry.
found.
Yeah, no, it's.
If you know what to do when you're found is like to fight back, but then like it's okay if he dies because I can summon him again.
Okay.
Like
He's
it's gonna
fine.
be okay.
He's
So, I
okay.
would have.
He's got a rat hanging out of his mouth right now, and he sees
Look
you,
at that.
and he like opens his mouth to smile. It's like just partially ajar mouth though, and the rat kind
Yeah.
of falls out of his mouth, as he does that, and he like lunges at you,
Oh, we
and he
have
like
a very happy.
takes you out, and you're like laying on the floor,
Oh,
and he loves you.
loves me.
He was so worried and sad and scared and still and everything, and he's just so happy. And the
I spend the rest of the day in the cellar with him.
okay, and the guy's like, well, I can't say no to that.
Yeah, we're freaking the cutest things ever.
He's like, I'm gonna close this door, but it's unlocked, okay?
Okay, thank you.
He brings food down to you at one point.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Oh, Felix.
Okay, that concludes the Felix story for today. That was really heartfelt. Could you actually fill up my water bottle?
I don't know. You basically just broke my heart for a little bit. But,
That was Old Yeller in about 5 minutes.
oh my god. Okay. Will you grab my water bottle and put it next to yours so I can fill it up?
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so rest of the gang, you're headed to the Wide, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so you kind of were like, wouldn't it be funny if I got involved in a pit fight? There are no, unfortunately, pit fights in this nice part of the city.
Aw.
So you can't like run up against one, unfortunately. But why don't we pretend that as you're looking for your magical item, Rin, you end up in the lower city because it's actually over there. Would that work?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Now, the rest of you, I heard Frisch say he's actually looking for a magic item too. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Yarek, how'd you want to spend your downtime?
Well, right away, I'm gonna look for a shop that will buy magic items off me or buy items from.
So you're gonna sell a magic
Armor
item.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really magic. It's just cool.
So there are again. There's. I didn't go through the time of making an actual magic shop for Baldur's Gate. So
Yeah,
it's
you're good.
some person in the Wide that basically sells them or buys them, and so it will take a work week for you to get your potential money. Um, and real quick before anybody gets locked in here, I want you to know that if there's actually a 10% chance that this happens, but there's a mishap table for this. And there's actually a like a bonus table too. So somebody could potentially buy a magic item for like twice as much or something ridiculous. So
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yarek, what are you trying to sell? Are you trying to deceive somebody?
I am going to go and I am going to sell the pauldron of fuck, why did I forget his name?
Sinrath.
Sinrath.
Okay. So Sinrath, Pauldron. After day 1 of trying to sell this item, somebody informs you that it is in fact not a magic item.
Oh, I know it's not a magic item. I'm just trying to sell it.
Oh, you're just okay. So you're not selling it as a magic item. You're just trying to sell it.
Yeah.
Okay. That takes a lot less time. So you go down to the Wide. Are you all sticking together? Or are you splitting up? Let's start with that.
I think we're
we've-
split up.
Yeah, we find a place to sleep together, like a inn that we can meet at, after we're done with our stuff. But then, yeah, I think we all split up
Okay. Cool.
after that.
So Yarek's just trying to sell something. This is gonna take like a day maybe. So you might be able to do one of these work week ones on top of it if you wanted to.
Okay.
So a guy offers you. He's like, that looks pretty good. I'll give you maybe 25 gold for it.
Right, sir. 25? Do you not know this is the head of the legendary Sinrath?
Who's Sinrath?
Oh, do I have a tale for you? And I spit him the tale of Sinrath and Corinthir, and when I spit it, that Corinthir cut his head off.
Oh my goodness, that does sound good. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Or actually, it's
Uh,
deception. Sorry, go ahead and make a deception check.
Deception. I don't have any dice from Talespire
I know
open.
you would do it on roll 20.
No, roll 20. I can do that.
Yeah, you can either click on the left side of the screen, or you can just click on deception on your character sheet.
Character sheet. Just click on deception. That's it.
Yeah, all you have to do is click on deception. It'll automatically calculate it for you.
Oh,
Wow.
24.
So you rolled a 2 and got a 7.
Wait, what was this 24 over here?
It always rolls with advantage. I don't know why.
Uh,
I'm sorry. He looks at you. Well, actually, let's see what he does. Yeah, he looks at you like very like he doesn't believe you, and he's like, "Really? I don't think so. 25 gold." He like can't contain
Trevor.
his laughter.
I see him, like on the brink of laughter, and
Yeah.
like it kind of makes me a little upset. So it kind of
Yeah.
like a slip of the second there, and I get like this little twitch on my face or whatever, and say, "It's a deal." I get this like really like hard twitch, just for a second,
Yeah.
and
Good. Good.
yeah, I sell it.
He begins to count out the gold for you. I'm so sorry. Wow, I'm surprised you're able to keep that one together. Counts out the gold for you, and he gives you 25 gold. He's like 25 gold even.
I ask him if he has a shield for sale.
No, I don't. You'll
May
have
you
to go
have
find.
point me in the direction of a shop that does.
Oh, certainly. Finest shields in Baldur's Gate, right over there. Point you in the direction of
I
our
nod to him and say, "Thank you, sir." As the twitch comes back for a second as I leave his shop.
Anytime.
I make my way over to the shop that he indicated.
I'm running out of voices. Oh, is there anything I can help you with? Dwarven lady, alas, approaches you.
Fine mistress. Mayhaps you. I was told that you sell the finest shields in Baldur's Gate.
And certainly we do. We're shield dwarves.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh.
I show her my really craptastic shield that I picked up in the cave and says, "Madam, I am in need of a new shield."
Well then, I suppose you are. I'll sell you a shield, certainly. It costs as much as it does on the adventuring items list. I think somebody might have
I
posted that earlier. Am I right?
Yeah, I think it is in Discord actually.
Yeah.
Is it in the campaign section though? Or is it on one of the other pages? I think it's on one of the pages.
It is equipment. Yeah, it's right above the Drake. 2 above the Drake. That looks kind of like Felix does. Or actually, it looks exactly like Felix does, basically. 2 above him. It's on, the date is 3/15/2023. It's below the beautiful picture of Leo's. So,
Right. Okay.
she offers to sell you a shield. Yep, and did you want me to take that one off your hands and basically throw it away?
Glue them
I
together.
kind of, yeah. Such dragons. Hold on, I gotta see how much money I actually have before I get rid of my shield. Armored shields. There we go. Copper. That's what I want of armor.
Our shields are only
Shield.
10 GP each, and I'll buy that shield off
Yep.
of you for uh I'll give
A
you
silver.
I'll give you 2 GP credit for my shield. The the
Wonderful.
riveting looks like it's still intact.
I say, you fine mistress, I accept your credit, and I hand her the craptastic shield, and I pick out two other shields.
Oh, okay. So you 18 gold total then. Thank you very much. Oh, I didn't know you were so into shields though. You need two?
Yes, ma'am. I
Oh,
have a very interesting uh, adventure coming up, and it may require more than one.
really? That is interesting. What sort of adventure? Where are you headed?
My party and I are headed north in the following week to seek out some rapscallions.
You know, I do have nicer shields. We are the best in town, as you know. And she pulls out.
I
Oh, go ahead.
oh I slightly blush and say, "That you are, my lady."
Oh my gosh.
She's gonna blush
The
back.
ladies, man.
Wow. She's gonna
Uh,
blush back, and she's gonna say, I have this here shield, 300 gold. It's a +1 shield. I mean, it's a shield that's better than the other one.
You could say it's
Yeah.
uh,
one better.
I look at it with like extreme want in my eyes, but I reach out for it hesitantly to like not even like touch it, just kind of like reach for it, and I say, "Unfortunate, my lady, it is above what I am able to afford at this time. As you see, I have just come in from my ship, and my coffers are quite low.
She's gonna
Is
op-
there any way that I might be able to work on a payment? Do you need hands in your shop while I am here in town?"
she's gonna open her mouth slightly, like she's like in despair, almost like she wants you to have this shield, and she's gonna look behind her shoulder and notice that her father's working in the forge, and is within earshot, and she she's gonna look at him, and then she's gonna look back at you, and um, she's gonna think about your offer. Um, well, let me think here. Um,
I am quite strong and may lift heavy things that if you need to, and I like weakly flex or whatever, just like
yeah.
shyly.
Oh my gosh.
Um, you you might be able to get like 10 gold from my father if you work really hard. Maybe that much.
I have some
A
business to
lot.
take care of this afternoon, but I can be here to work first thing in the morning.
It would probably be around a week.
I have 9 days,
Ooh.
so
She
your
she
time frame
begins to
fits my
blush
time
like
frame
crazy, and she's like,
perfectly.
"Well, I
Uh,
suppose I'll
I
see you
I
tomorrow."
extremely like deep bow, like full on arm extend, like tuck all the way to the waist in front of her, and say, "I shall see you on the morrow, my lady."
She just blushes more and bows back.
I say, I take the. I say, "Can I leave these two shields here and the gold, and I will pick them up tomorrow."
Uh, sure, absolutely. Yes, we'll stow the shields for you here.
I give her a wicked wry smile and bow again or whatever, not as deeply, more like a coy bow, and say, "My thanks, my lady."
Okay.
I make my way to the stables.
Yarick. Uh,
Do you think this would count as like a smithing skill working this week?
You wouldn't know how to smith after this week, but it would count possibly towards learning how to smith.
Score.
But it would still take a
I'm
long
in.
time to be a smith, if that makes sense, and be proficient with smith's tools. He's basically just gonna have you like help out,
We're just gonna be helping hands. Perfect.
basically. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty much gonna take the work, and that's what I'm gonna do for mine.
Okay.
Taking working. Yeah, because I say
And a
working
little bit
gets
more,
you
it sounds like.
Yeah. So yeah, I make my way to the stables to sell my horse.
Okay. Let's go ahead and pick up with you in a moment here. I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to who wants to go next, Rin or Frisht.
Probably me, since I gotta go kind of soon.
Oh, good point. Good point. Thank you. Let's start with Frisht.
Are you working tonight, Brett?
Yeah, but then I have Saturday off, so that's the day I traded days basically, so I could go. I had the day off for skydiving.
You're going skydiving on Saturday?
I thought we went over this.
We told you that. And
Yeah, we
Mama's
talked
like,
about it.
"Wow, just weird that a person with back problems go skydiving." Remember?
Oh, I don't remember
Dude, that's
that.
absolutely
crazy.
badass.
Brett's like, I don't care if it breaks my back. I want to go.
It's happening.
In fact, it probably will break it. No, I'm joking. It'll be fine.
Whoa!
Oof.
Yeah. So what I want to do is buy. So it says I need 1 work week and 100 GP.
Yep.
Just to find one. So then I have to also make sure I have enough money to buy it when I find it, or is that will it cost?
Where are
100
we
GP to
at?
find it?
Buy magic item. Spend
Yeah.
time find out what magic items are available to sell for sale locally. Requires persuasion check, at least 1 work week and 100 GP. Gain +1 chance of finding someone who with higher quality or a specific item for sale. For each additional GP or work week spent. So we're not going to worry about the cost as much. Let's have you spend 10 GP trying to convince people to
information.
tell you about it. Be aware that if you don't spend the 100 GP cap, you're pretty limited on what you can find.
If I don't spend it,
Yeah. So if you're spending just 10
More
GP,
pubs,
you're not
you
gonna
used to
get
do
like a
that.
+2 something. You're not gonna find very like lucrative magic items. You'd have to spend 100 GP to find the good stuff.
but just to find it. But then I
Yeah,
also have to
because there's a lot
spend-
of these magic items are still very difficult to find, valuable,
yeah.
relished, for instance. So people are going to
I hate
basically
relish.
not want to tell you about them. There's a buy-in just to get into the market. Like you're gonna have to bribe people just to be like, yeah, I think blah blah was selling one of those, or put up a poster, I guess, or whatever you're trying to do to find these magic items. Convince people to
Okay.
sell them to you.
Well, okay, so I have to make sure I actually know what if I'd be able to buy it first.
But you could also just put up 10 GP trying to bribe somebody for something like Yark did or something. So,
Gotcha.
or you could, try to get lucky and I don't know, enter a shop and see if you can find something too.
Put your smooth old man skills to work, man. Work those legs.
You don't stand a chance.
I
So
am
where was
also
that?
being obviously a little bit more kind on what's available because it is Baldur's Gate. So if you're like, I'm looking for a this, you're gonna find things similar to that instead of this is what's available. You got a anti-blast gem +1, a palico plus yeah. So you're gonna get something somewhat related to it.
Okay. Where was that thing with the prices of stuff? I just want to make sure I have enough money to buy.
Magic
wanna be
items
like,
aren't
"Oh."
gonna have a price. I set those
Oh.
prices.
Okay.
Regular items, you can just look that up though.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'm looking for. Can I give you like 2 or 3 things that I'm looking for with like priority of one, and then decide which one I want or something, or do I have to just pick one thing?
If you're only spending 10 gold, I'm gonna have you just pick one thing. If you're spending 100 gold, you can say a few things.
Okay. Do you think that the thing when I find it, if I spend 100 gold, it'll cost more than 115 gold?
I actually have a roll that I do to determine the outcome of what happens.
And you're not gonna tell me, are you?
No, like I have to roll a dice to see if like.
Oh, I thought you said you have a rule. I was like,
No, no,
okay,
no, no,
what's the
no. A
rule?
roll, a roll.
Roll. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take the gamble.
Okay.
Spending 100 GP.
What are you trying to find?
Either highest priority a magic glaive, or magic heavy armor, or ring of protection.
Okay. All right, you spend a week looking for a magical glaive. Oh, you're doing all three of them. Oh, that's right. You're doing the 100 gold one. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and roll for each.
Come on. Come on.
1 second here.
Please.
I just need a moment.
I'm just I'm not trying to like have you hurry. I'm just like hoping that it turns out well.
I know.
But also hurry.
Okay, and I'm normally supposed to roll on the magic item table, but we're not gonna do that this time. Okay, so go ahead and roll 1d. I'll have you roll a few. I'm gonna roll the 1d12 though. So roll 3d100, and this will be in order. So the first one's gonna be for the glaive. What's the second one for?
The magic armor, heavy armor,
Okay,
and then the ring of protection.
and then the ring of protection.
The D100, you say?
Yeah, roll d100 for
even-
each of those
Do
things.
they even have that on D&D
That's a
Beyond?
D10 and a D100. So it's the two that look exactly the same, but one has like 20s and one
I
has
see.
10. You roll them both, and that's a D100.
Okay.
I can just do it once. Let's see.
So the first one you got 93. Okay, nice.
Heyo.
Go ahead and roll for the other two. Your gamble's paying off so far. So this is for the
Hallelujah.
magic armor. Okay.
Not as well.
All right, and for the other one.
29. Dang it.
Oh.
Well, you rolled on what it counts, right? So that's
Yeah,
good at
true.
least. So, as you enter the underground market for magic items, you find well, you find the glaive. You rolled an I3. So, but
Yeah.
we gotta see. But we gotta see how or what exactly is going to go on here. So you find +1 glaive. You are very desperate for this, and you spent like 100 gold mainly for that. And you kind of neglected the other two things that you were looking for because you were so hoping for this one item. You also find a ammunition +1 for sale, and you find a
Crap is ammunition +1.
gives you ammunition +1.
Like your arrows.
And you
plus
find
one.
a gem of brightness that somebody's selling. So
Uh,
the guy with the gem of brightness is selling it for 600 gold. The guy with the ammunition +1 is selling it for 10 of them for 100 gold. And then the weapon +1 is actually only being sold for 300 gold.
crap. No. Gotta be something. Ooh, wait. Okay.
You got a horse to sell.
True.
Hey,
How much
don't
did
meta game.
we? Forget how much we bought them for, or we sold them for before. But also, so I can like come back to this right at some point if I like I won't. It's not like like once you leave the store, I'll never be able to find it again or something.
It's basically like that, actually.
Oh. Okay.
So this guy's like, okay, the first person you run into is the gem guy. Selling for 600 gold. Gem of brightness.
Okay.
It's a goblin.
I don't want to. I don't care.
Okay, fine. He's like, fine then. The ammunition +1 guy also approaches you at some point. He's like, I heard you were looking for a weapon. Well, here you are.
Sorry, I'm not interested in.
You're a
ammunition,
bow
but
user.
Thank you.
You don't want it
Yeah,
for your
but-
bow? They're arrows.
Very kind, but I have my sights set on something.
This
Much
little
grander.
gnome just kind of and walks away. Seems offended. Eventually, at the end of the week, though, a very kind man, he is actually a fellow soldier. He's like, I'll sell you my glaive +1. 300 gold.
300, eh?
Yes,
May I inspect it?
certainly.
How rich are you? Gosh.
Okay. And does it seem to be in good shape?
Yeah,
Does it
it's
seem worth 300 gold to me?
yes, it seems that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll on the D12 real quick, just to see a little bit more about this item, like I was saying.
Okay.
Okay. This glaive, it is a +1 glaive. Let's see, did I ever show you the picture of Mondath?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, this is effing
Pretty sure you
perfect.
did.
Okay, I'm gonna post it in the campaign
Yeah, you
chat
did.
again.
It's already in the campaign tab.
Okay, but I'm gonna do it again just so people know where it is.
It's
It's that glaive.
Oh.
That's it.
tasty.
You've seen it before. It's literally Mondath's glaive.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I
It
Besides
says on the
that-
D12 table, the item is stolen from the party's enemies.
That's it.
I'm like, wow, this is a mighty impressive glaive you have here.
I know it.
Might
plus
I
one glaive.
inquire? Might I inquire how you acquired such a
Inquire how you acquired.
Well, go ahead and
inquire how you acquired.
make a persuasion check. This is where we'll incorporate the
Yeah.
persuasion check.
Oh crap! -1. 1. Dirty 1.
Hmm.
Dirty one.
Now that's my business.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Dirty one.
I bring out some polished stones. That we got from the thing,
Mm-hmm.
from the dungeon. I'm like, what make you of these? How about a trade?
And what were these stones worth again?
I can't remember. You just
You
said they were
didn't write 'em
polished
down.
stones.
I think I
have them
wrote
in
it
my
down. I think I wrote
inventory.
it down.
You didn't tell me they were
You're right.
worth anything. I don't remember saying.
Oh
me
yeah, I
see.
did. Write the cost next to everything I tell you that's worth money.
I don't remember you saying that they were worth anything.
I could have sworn I wrote. Okay, what?
I'm looking too, Rin. I totally told you they were worth something because I know where you got them.
the cave.
Maybe I don't. Wait, maybe I didn't. I don't have it down because I didn't
I don't
grab
know if I
them.
wrote it down.
Frisch had them because we gave them to him.
Right.
He's
we pulled him
totally
out of the
gonna
treasure
be. He's gonna be
chest.
selling your guys' treasure. Oh man.
Yes.
Can't
Sneaky son of a
consult. I
bitch.
can't consult with them right now.
No, it's something a real person would do, dude. Do not feel
Yeah.
bad.
You should feel it.
Brett might feel bad,
Yeah.
but Frisch might not. Okay.
Dang it! I didn't. I only wrote down. Then we got a map, pearls, a ring, and gems.
Yep.
I didn't write down how much.
The assorted amount of gems.
Yep, I don't have it either. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Sapphire ring.
certain
Pouch
that you
contains
didn't.
smash.
I
Okay.
would have thought that I would have written it down.
You
if
have
told
600 GP worth of stones.
Oh.
it.
You have half dozen masterfully cut and polished precious stones, 100 GP each, totaling 600 gold.
That's rich.
Just excited.
So
when they
you
gave me
weren't
50.
eager to spend
I
it
was like,
earlier, but
"Oh,
now
oh,
as you're getting
rich."
desperate, you kind of reach into your pocket and you're like, I do have these. You know that they're worth that much ish, by the way.
Okay.
You're not like gonna be swindled easily.
Yeah.
He offers to trade the stones for the glaive.
And I say, how about half the stones.
I can
That seems
see
fair.
that they're worth that much, but I have to go through the trouble of selling them. I'll take 4 stones, no less.
Oh, so I have 6 total stones.
Yes, you have 6 total.
Okay.
Man, he's trying to
Fair.
upsell you.
How about 3 stones, and then I'll throw in 50 GP.
Deal! And he slaps your wrist.
Then I slap him back in
Okay.
the wrist, of course.
He, do you just
The hero's handshake.
do you trade across the way then?
Yeah. I
Okay.
well,
Put in your notes 3 stones, 100 GP each.
okay.
Then you have to take away 50 GP from your total of GP after that.
Uh-huh.
Did you do those 2 things?
I'm doing them right now.
Okay, and then
Three.
put 1. Okay, go ahead. Do your thing first.
100 GP each. Okay.
Okay.
Gosh. Oh, headache. Ow.
Sorry.
Ow. I don't know what's. Ah!
Oh,
You
no.
okay,
Holy
Brett?
God.
You alive?
No, I don't know. That was weird. It's really weird.
You're having a stroke.
Brain started hurting a lot. Like.
All right, and then you have a +1
trying to
halberd.
tell me something. I'm making a horrible mistake or something.
No. you buy a plus. It's D&D. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You buy a +1 halberd.
What? Oh, halberd. Okay. And that works the same.
Yeah, it
That's
works the same. Sorry.
For
it's-
what I
it's-
need.
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah.
you're dead set on a glaive, then no deal. But it just looks
But now
exactly
I
like,
can't-
and then make a parentheses Mondath appearance, and then close parentheses.
Okay. Mondath, let's see, glaive. Wow. Not gonna be happy when
It's technically
fight
a halberd.
Mondath with. Oh yeah, halberd. That's right. When you fight Mondath with the
Okay.
halberd +1.
And it's 9:45, so write all that out, push
Yeah.
save, and then leave.
Yeah. Equip. Unequip that, and then customize. Mondath, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay. That's intense. We'll go ahead, and that takes first a week. So let's go ahead and do a similar process with Rin, if that's okay with everybody.
Mhm.
We got some time, so. Rin, you want to buy a magic
Okay,
item?
guys. Have a good day.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye, Brett.
Hi, Brett.
Let me
you
know. Text
Saturday.
me about what you guys did.
Sounds good,
No.
man.
And then
Too bad.
Absolutely. not.
We all get eaten by rats.
Yep.
just you.
Come back and we're all dead.
Gosh. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
I know. It cracks me up.
That's so
Uh,
awesome, though. The Mondath halberd item
yeah,
is
that was
bought from your
it.
player's enemies. And he's like trying to figure out where it's from, and I'm like, too bad. Okay.
okay. So yes, was. I actually think I want to look for a potions and not a
Oh,
magic
okay.
item.
Yeah, those are a little bit
Yeah.
different process, I think. So let's see here. Unless I didn't write it down as a different process.
I think it was
Buying magic item, pit fighting, relaxation, research, crossing.
there was brewing potions, but I don't
Okay,
I don't think I'm proficient with an herbalism kit.
there is a different process for trying to get potions.
Okay.
Oh, I guess there isn't. Brewing potions. It's easier to find potions. You know that, okay? There's
Yeah.
actually people that just sell them. Um, it won't take a week.
Okay.
Now, if you want to do
Um
buy potions, buy magic item, and do pit fighting, that's possible, but you can't do anything else during the whole time you're in Baldur's Gate, if that makes sense.
yeah, I'm trying to think like there's not really a magic item that I want except for maybe like a bag of holding,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not like super keen. Like I'm not like, oh, I need this, you know. It's
Yeah.
just a thought that flitted. So, but I think I want some potions because when I had that gammy spell from that swindler, I actually really needed a potion, and I think having a couple on hand would be a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. So you're looking for health potions specifically.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and see what we can do there. Adventuring gear, tools. Maybe it's adventuring gear. No. Other adventuring gear? Ah.
It should be.
I'm just gonna search. I'm tired of it. Okay. Dang it! Why are they making it so hard to find? Okay,
Don't
I've got
be
it.
so
I found it
stealthy.
finally.
Ooh.
Okay. Potions of healing are
Okay.
50 GP each.
What?
Okay.
There are bigger ones too.
Holy
They're
crap.
bigger
Like,
potions of healing.
oh yeah, like stronger ones.
That
Potions of
is
greater
so
healing,
expensive.
150 GP each.
Holy guacamole. Um.
That's
Okay, I buy
expensive.
2 normal potions, and I look the guy dead in the eye, and I'm like, these actually work, right?
He
You're not trying to scam me?
he looks at you
Dang.
like, yeah, yes,
Okay.
they actually are real. And now we're gonna roll a d12 to see if they are real. Now that you've bought them. Oh,
Wow.
there's no
Now that you
mishap.
doubted
I don't
him.
know if there's a mishap table for this actually.
I look him dead in the eye, and I say, if these don't work, I'm coming back and hunting you down.
Ooh, death
Whoa.
threat.
He's like, I can't help it if you die.
I'm not talking about bringing back someone from the dead, but I just, as long as they actually heal, and then that's fine. If I die, I die. But if I heal a little bit before I die, I know you were a true soul.
He looks at you and laughs. Yes, they are real. Okay, go ahead and let's see here. There it is, 123. Just give me a moment.
They're so rich.
You're right. We need more money.
Yeah, they did things that gave them a ton of dough, like exploring the Raiders camp.
I mean, I thought I had a lot of money, but like, I only got that because I sold my horse. Like, I haven't picked up like nothing.
Jeez.
We need to start
Jeez
looting stuff.
Louise.
Okay,
How come there's no like normal potion of healing? That's weird.
so you actually don't have any issues buying these potions.
Oh, sweet.
The normal potion of healing is 50 GP.
That's
Okay.
the normal. But there's
I'm like,
better ones that you could
for
get.
some reason in my inventory, like looking on inventory, there's only like greater, superior, and supreme. And I'm like, I just need a normal
Okay.
potion of healing.
Oh, yeah,
Does it
weird.
Oh,
Sup-
funny.
is
Supremes
it
are
it's wait,
1350, so
it's not
What?
44 plus 4 hit points, right? That seems like a lot.
it's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. Okay, where's just the normal potion of healing?
It's just called potion of healing, yeah.
What the heck? That is
That's
so
weird.
weird.
Yeah, it only pulls up the greater, superior, and supreme.
Oh, okay, I found it. So because on D&D Beyond it says like filtered by type, and so I clicked on potion, and then I put in of like healing, and it came up with the other three, but it didn't have the normal one. But I found it now.
Weird. Okay,
A gear.
so go ahead and take off 100 gold and buy those
Yep.
2 potions then. He's got other potions too. I mean, there's other people that have other potions too. So,
Okay.
yeah, he's like, they're
After
real.
threatening his life, I say, thank you, and I walk out the door.
Okay. Did you want to do anything else for the week other than pit fight?
I think I probably just kind of like explore. Um, I'm very interested in like the art. I feel like Ren would look at if there's like an artist alley, she'd probably be down that alley, looking at wood carvings and stuff. But
That's
that's
adorable.
pretty much it. Besides pit fighting.
Okay. So let's have it so that you're doing that, you're exploring the town, really enjoying Baldur's Gate for all this, the city it is and everything. And so that includes the the outer city area, not the outer city, the lower city.
The underbelly of the city.
Right, yeah, exactly. And so when you get there in a day or two, uh, you're gonna do some pit fighting for a week. Sound good?
Sweet. Sounds good.
Okay. Um, one second.
I just love that that was one of the options of like downtime
Yeah.
activities.
I know, it's very specific. And pit fighting.
Yes.
It's not even like last or anything, it's like straight in the middle.
Yeah.
Right up
Very
top.
normal. Yeah. Is it on the top actually? That's so funny.
It's on the
I
top.
didn't even look.
So cool. Yark's looking for shields.
Oh,
Sorry,
you horse.
he's working for Shields. Um, and Nelly,
Mhm.
it will be your turn when we go up in Yark, and we'll
Okay.
do pit fight and resolve with Rin. Did
Mhm.
you want to initiate what you're gonna do tonight, though, so that I get an idea?
Yeah, my plan is I'm a ranger, so I'm used to coming into strange towns and looking for jobs,
Okay.
like things that I can do for people.
Okay.
So I'll be kind of like looking at bulletins, and just kind of like looking for work that I could do as a ranger. I didn't animal handling. I'm pretty good at like just trying to trying to find some odds and end jobs.
But you are looking for work too.
Yeah, but nearby, I try not to stray too far away from the guy's house. If that makes sense.
Okay. That makes sense. So, you're also gonna be working. Did you have a preference other than just possibly more like ranger work?
Um, Possibly, and I can think more about like what kind of jobs I'm looking for
Okay.
later too, if you want.
Sounds good. So
Alright.
you do that, and I'll just go ahead and put down working ranger after a day with Felix.
I'm a working girl.
Bring a whole new meaning to Playboy Bunny.
uh, Goodness gracious.
Okay, everybody, that I think will do it for tonight.
I need to sell a horse.
Oh yeah, you want to sell your horse.
Yep.
Okay, you go. Why don't we go ahead and just do that real quick then? So you go down to the sea tower, and you go to the stables where that one guy was, and
Yep.
he seems to be polishing up on some saddle, and he looks over the counter at you, and he's like, "Oh, evening. It's nighttime now."
Hello, fine sir. Am I disturbing you at this late hour?
No, no, I'm up a while yet. What do you need?
I do believe two of my compatriots were here earlier this morning stabling 4 horses.
And who
Uh,
were they?
it was a half orc and a rabbit folk.
Oh, yeah, they were here.
Yes, I would like to sell one of those horses, which is mine, but soon to be yours.
Well, and he looks you up and down. You look like a gentleman to him, so he assumes that you're telling the truth. Um, Go ahead and roll a persuasion check just in case, though. See if you do abysmal.
Oh, come on, persuasion. That one.
Okay, you nat
Yes!
20'd him, so yes, sir. I buy horses.
Excellent. I pick out the horse that was mine. I talk it up quite big to him. The
Hmm.
coat is very fine. It's very well maintained. These are some of the finest, greenest mares. Fetch a fine price for
Oh,
your
they are
market.
running horses down in Greenest.
Yes, sir.
My gosh. Um, let me think on this.
I would love to give it to you for 200 gold.
He looks at you across the counter. He's like, I was thinking more like maybe like 65 gold.
Sir, you wound me. These are fine, greenest mares.
he he feels really bad, and he's like, I'm sorry, I just can't afford that. I don't want to insult you with a low offer, though. If you think you can find better elsewhere, I encourage you to. I'm so sorry. And he's like blustering over himself at this point.
If you make it 100, I will forgive your slight.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, give him another. No, do a performance check on this one. It's you've already like convinced him of things, but he wants to. You want to look the part. Like you want to look like you're worth $1 million. Oh shoot.
5.
No, what's your modifier for that?
Damn. Not any better. +3.
Oh, okay. So you actually rolled a 2. That sucks. Um. Okay. So he looks across
Wow,
the
dude,
table at
double
you,
11.
and he's
Weird.
like, "I'm sorry, sir." He's pretty firm with you.
65? That's it?
Look, I'll give you 70, but I really can't go any higher than that.
It is a deal, sir.
Okay,
You're getting these fine horses for a steal.
I believe it. Thank you.
Alright, 70.
Yeah, you sold your horse for 70.
Need a calculator. Plus 70. I'm at 329. I can finally afford that shield and to take that dwarf girl on a date.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. That's great.
Yark's gonna give me whiplash.
For reals. I already do.
Started out so like heavy-handed at the beginning of this episode and end with I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
dwarf on a date.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
That is great.
So yeah, I would actually like to propose that to her as I'm working with her father or whatever, as I get some downtime to talk to her. Be like,
We'll get there.
right, we could take care of that next session if we need to.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, thanks everybody. It was certainly a treat tonight. Thank you for making it entertaining. I did enjoy the theater of the
Birthday, you
mind. It was a little
guys.
different.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
good.
Jenna.
Yeah, and
Thank
happy
you.
birthday, Philip. Jenna,
birthday
Philip's
to you,
birthday
Philip.
actually is coming right up too.
Wait,
Yeah, so
really?